As morning settles over Florida's capital city, Tallahassee begins to stir. Lights flicker on inside the grassroots coffee studios. Coffee brews. Microphones wait. Soon, stories will be shared. Laughter will echo. And the day's conversations will come to life. At the center of it all, one familiar voice.
Good morning, Tallahassee.
Guiding listeners through the culture, the characters, and the moments that make this city unique. This is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Good morning, Tallahassee. It's time to kickstart your day with real conversations, real laughs, and real people. It's time for the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. Grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get this day started. Starring your host, Greg Tish, voice of the capital city. We've got the news, the talk, the laughs, and a little something extra to get your morning going. And now, here's your host, Greg Tish.
Good morning, Tallahassee. Good morning, Apalachicola. Good morning, Carabel, Mount Dora, Cincinnati, and Thomasville. Currently, 78 degrees in the capital city. Going to be a high of 97 tomorrow, 76 and 96, 76 and 96 on Thursday, 76 and 96 on Friday, 76 and 97 on Saturday. So basically, we're rinsing, repeating. Brian Gold will have your official weather forecast sprinkled throughout the show. Good morning, Jason Taylor.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how are you this morning on this fabulous Tuesday morning in the capital city in the morning, on the morning show?
Doing well, man.
Doing well. Everything went well yesterday. Did you get it? Stayed out of everybody's way?
I guess so.
Yeah. Lots of stuff being built in the studios. We do our remodel, our upgrades that Tate, or what we call him Hell.
Or, I thought of another one, Little Man Tate. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, let's name him after the Little Man Tate.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a good movie?
I think it was a good movie.
It wasn't, okay.
Ed O'Neill?
Well, anything Ed O'Neill's in.
I think he was in it.
Wasn't that about a bomb?
No, a little boy.
A little boy? Okay. Was his name Tate?
Yeah, I think so.
Tate was charged with building a cabinet yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
His carpentry skills are not up to par.
Really?
Yeah. He said, I'll have this together in 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, he hadn't had the box open.
He's got such a good attitude, though, for a youngster. And I tend to think of him as being like 21, 22, but he's like 28.
Yeah, I like him.
I do too, yeah.
I wish he would come in early.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, he's not. But I do like him. But yeah, it looks really nice out in the green room, aka the podcast studio.
Yes, it does.
Looks really nice in there, and looks really nice with you.
Yeah,
you got a little blurred background this morning.
A little blurred action going.
Professional. Me, I just got all of me and got my lights and all that. But it's gonna be fun. So today on the show, we have Mark Early, supervisor of elections, early voting, no relation. Started on Saturday.
Is he coming in?
He's coming in.
Very nice.
So Dana requested that I request for him to come in.
Very good.
She had questions for him. Dana will be in at 8. So we're going backwards here. 8:30, Mark Early. 8, Dana. 7:30, Eric Llewellyn. Will be streaming in. Eric, yesterday FSU announced that Eric is now the new PA announcer, public address announcer at Doak Sheridan Campbell Stadium.
Very nice.
And Eric was getting tons of love, and he and I were chatting. I was like, we're having a nice conversation on the phone, as we do from time to time, because we're friends. We mainly talked about baseball. And then finally I went, oh, by the way, congratulations. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, would you like to come on tomorrow? I said, I'm sure that all the other media outlets have asked you for interviews. He goes, no, would you first?
Nice.
So he's going to join us via stream.
Very good.
This morning at 7:30 before he starts his media blitz. With that. So very excited for my I've known Eric for a long, long time. And I'll have to ask him what his title is the most quoted backup player or most quoted offensive lineman.
Really?
Most quoted backup offensive lineman. The media always went to him when he was a player here.
Really?
But he wasn't a starter.
Uh-huh.
But he was like the voice. So this is kind of nice that having, somebody connected to Florida State back in the booth.
He had a good rapport with media.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That'll help you.
He's a good dude. So we're looking forward to that and seeing if they've had meetings already, what changes are happening, what's going on there. Does he have to wear a cheerleading outfit? Stuff that everybody wants to know.
Sure.
It'll be good. And on the Greg Tish Show Facebook page, you can type in, I want to win.
You can.
Yes. We've moved it back to Facebook from instructions.
We've changed again.
Well, yeah, we're back. You can do it on Facebook. You're fine. If you do it on YouTube, you're fine there too.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just may not see it, but Facebook. So lots of text and everything about YouTube only.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
complaints.
We're gonna lots of, I don't know what to do. So, or I liked you better on Facebook. And then so we listened.
That
and
stinks.
And then the man, the myth, the legend, John Jopling said, let's go back to Facebook then. I said, okay, done.
Of course, the muting issue is going to be rough on YouTube, I guess.
Well, it is on Facebook also.
Oh, is it?
But it's easier for me to, I'd submit, disputes almost every day from all our music today. Heck, it's going to be a ton of it with our oldies playlist.
Does it pop up while it's happening or is it later?
No, neither does YouTube.
Okay.
But we're monetized on Facebook, so I'd go after the disputes quicker. We're not monetized on YouTube. So I make sure that Facebook we're taken care of. And then we're also on Instagram. If you want to watch us on the Instagram, as Pete the Greek is watching on Instagram this morning, as is Maddie Rowe.
Yeah, Instagram is to me the least troubling of all the social media.
Oh, no, we get booted off Instagram almost every day because of the music.
I dig it, though. I dig it. Hey, there we are. Look at that. Very cool.
What is that, Instagram?
It was Insta.
Yeah. But we can only go vertical on Instagram.
I see that. That's pretty cool. It looks good, though.
Pete the Greek, I will say hello to the new voice of the Seminoles football inside the stadium. As Pete just commented on the IG. Oh, my mom's watching also.
Hey, there's Maddie Rowe.
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, it said Maddie Rowe's watching from Korea. And I know you were pulling it up. Oh, look, Jason's watching.
That guy.
Jason, the voice. You can't say hi to anybody. You can't tag people on the Instagram live feed. I can't go like,
really?
Jason Taylor. Yeah.
How come?
Carrie's watching. It just won't let you tag people. So if I wanted to tag you on a comment and go, Jason, you are awesome, I can't.
Darn it.
Yeah.
That's cool though. That's cool.
Yeah, we've been doing that. But we can only go vertical. So you gotta watch where I'm like standing in there. But on YouTube, we're vertical and horizontal.
Look at us.
But the vertical gets a ton of views. The normal doesn't.
Really?
It's weird.
That is very weird.
Weird, wild, wacky stuff.
I did not know that.
It's crazy. So yesterday, got back into watching Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and kind of finish up season 2. And I was just, gosh, I forgot how much I love this show.
That's cool, man.
And I need to get you to start watching it because I think that you will enjoy it. A lot of language, a lot of uncomfortable situations, but there's also a lot of just really good. Not that they're in, the language is perfect. It's not for your kids, but the language is really good.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I see. Yeah.
That it's a soccer player.
Sure.
And he's just always cussing. And it's England. And they take cussing a little less serious than we do over here. But it's a good show. And then I took a 2.5-hour nap.
Hey, nice.
I took a Jason Taylor nap yesterday.
That is a beefy nap.
I had to get back on. I was a little off yesterday. Wasn't back on to my normal schedule because of the vacay. So I took a post-vacay, get back into it kind of nap.
That makes sense.
And then I go back on the road again Thursday.
The road show.
The road show will be live at the Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce meeting or the annual conference over in Amelia Island. We'll be doing 3 shows, maybe more.
Yeah, man.
They'll be doing a Friday show, 7 to 9 a.m. And we've got I just saw the lineup, the final lineup. Wow.
Man, what
Wow.
a gathering of movers and shakers that whole weekend is going to be.
And all coming on our show.
Yeah.
And then Saturday 10 to noon, but we're probably going to go. I'm going to talk to John today about it starting at 9. I know you. But we're going to go streaming only from 9 to 10. And that's going to be Jay Revel and I, and we're going to do a history segment over there.
That'll be cool.
And then, but I'm going to see if we can put that on the air, but that will be on you.
That's fine.
Coming in again.
We can do that.
And I think we're going to do a Friday afternoon show, 3 to 4.
You should do one where you're just walking around and just giving people pop quiz trivia. That would be so fun.
I've already thought of that. I want to do my outline of the state of Florida thing.
There you go.
I'm going to print out. We're going to do some fun.
There you go.
At Beer Fest Saturday, I had this great plan. I brought my little microphones in to plug into my phone. I was going to go around and do interviews. Well, I reached into my pocket and I didn't have the receiver to plug into the phone. I pulled it out of my pants somewhere and lost it. So I had to throw the microphones away. So I ordered new microphones.
That stinks.
They'll be in today. And then so I'm going to do a lot of little fun social media videos, including Tallahassee trivia.
That stuff just moves the meter, man.
Just going to go up to people at the Tallahassee Chamber Conference and do Tallahassee trivia.
That'd
And
be
if they're
fun.
wrong, they're wrong. If they're right, they're right.
Right.
You can't be wrong, because if you're wrong, all we're doing is educating.
Sure.
And that's the thing with Jay Revel. When he comes in on Fridays, if people are like, my God, I've never heard of this. Well, guess what? We had never heard of it before we learned it.
Sure.
That makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. We didn't know anything about it till we learned. And that's what that whole segment is on Friday, is to learn. God, we're late. All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday morning right here on Tallahassee's only live and local morning show, the Greg Tish Show. Hashtag Jason Rocks. Be right back.
I miss my baby and a good fun. I fought the law and the law.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s this morning. Skies will be fairly clear, but more clouds will pop up in the afternoon, along with a stray shower and maybe some isolated thunder. The heat continues through this afternoon as a heat advisory is in effect from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. Highs will be in the mid 90s, but the heat index can reach as high as 110. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
This is Thomas Dickens from the Law Office of Marie Maddox. I'm a combat veteran and a former JAG. I've fought for our country, and now I fight to get you your back wages. If your boss has ever shorted your paycheck or withheld your overtime, you need to call me now. 850-383-4800. 850-383-4800. Or find us online at maddoxlaw.com. Offices in Tallahassee.
Hey there, this is Sarah from Seminole Auto Glass. We're a locally family-owned business, and we're looking for someone to join our amazing team. If you're responsible and dependable with some installer experience or automotive know-how, we want you. Enjoy flexible hours, competitive pay, and a company truck after training. Ready to be a part of our family? Visit SeminoleAutoGlass.com and apply today. Or call 850-539-4527. Better call Seminole.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself this time?
Disney World. Me and Hank, my emotional sport alligator, we did it all.
Please tell me you weren't swimming in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips. And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I got carried away. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped, Hank tried to catch me, and pop, my back went out midair.
Well, I'm glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
Well, next time, we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see us at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fennchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
I'm Keith Gross. I served in the Army National Guard, built businesses, and now I'm stepping up to serve North Florida in Congress. I'll fight for secure borders, lower costs, and America First values every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
You know, I thought with all this money we put into this lawn, we'd at least have green grass. The only thing I see out here is weeds. Do we even have grass?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Between the money, the time I spent working on it, and all the research, you'd think it looked like Augusta National.
And you know what really makes it worse? Our neighbor's yard. It looks perfect.
Might be time to call Paul's like they did. Doing it myself clearly isn't working.
In Tallahassee and across North Florida, lawns aren't one size fits all. Between the heat, the shade from our trees, sandy soils, and year-round weed pressure, getting it right takes local expertise. That's where Paul's Termite and Pest Control comes in. For over 55 years, Paul's has helped North Florida homeowners grow thicker, greener lawns by treating each yard based on what it actually needs. And as a bonus, Paul's lawn treatments also help control fleas, so your pets can enjoy the yard too. Stop wasting time and money guessing. Call Paul's today and see how affordable a better lawn can be. Call Paul's, North Florida grown, and we green them all.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to metamucil.com for more details.
Siri, tell me a joke. If your house is cold, just stand in the corner. It's always 90 degrees.
All jokes aside, the trained professionals at Mac & More Systems are serious about Apple products. For all your Mac repairs, call Mac & More Systems at 894-3622.
This is where Tallahassee starts its day. It's the Greg Tish Show, right here on Real Talk 93.3.
So my YouTube algorithm has kind of changed over a little bit, and now it's showing behind the scenes / making of old movies. And I didn't know until I learned that behind the scenes, the making of, that you would think that would be more of a VHS era type thing. And now for your bonus tape, the making of Spaceballs, the making of, it started in the 80s. This is where you would see these behind the scenes, the actors sitting down. Yeah, well, we had a great time, and cinema photographers, the director, everybody. But I'm finding them for like The Shining.
Yeah.
And for The Godfather. And I'm finding all these from the 70s. And so my algorithm is all these. And the one from The Shining was really just great to watch.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you have they obviously they didn't make it. They filmed a lot of the behind the scenes back then, but the interviews, it looked like Jack Nicholson was filming A Few Good Men when he did it. Yeah, and then I didn't realize that the book that it was a Stephen King novel.
Few Good Men?
No, The Shining.
Oh yeah, sure.
But the book isn't anything like the movie because they just wanted the rights to the book. And then they wrote a screenplay using aspects from the book. But there was a lot of stuff in the book that they just didn't use. They just basically wanted the name and based on a novel by Stephen King. And how they did a lot of these camera tricks. But just seeing the actors being interviewed, like between Jack, it would switch like on set because the whole hotel was built in a soundstage. It wasn't filmed anywhere. The exterior shots were filmed at the hotel in Colorado, I think, because it was the Overlook Hotel. But everything else was set up on a soundstage, and that was the first time that that the handheld cameras, what are they called?
High eights?
No. The cameras were attached to the man, and the person can run around like
Oh,
you see,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the gimbals, whatever it's called. But that was the first movie ever to use those.
Mm-hmm.
That this guy just invented this technology for the cameras to be able for him to be able to walk around, just a handheld, but it's whatever it's called. And so they did some things in that movie. Have you seen the movie?
I've not.
And so they did some things in the movie that hadn't been done.
It's Here's Johnny,
before.
right?
Yes, correct.
Here's Johnny. Yeah.
Correct. It's a very supernatural thriller.
Mm-hmm.
People would call it a horror movie. I wouldn't. It's a supernatural thriller. It deals with evil, pure
Really?
evil.
Okay.
And The Shining. The Shining is that you can hear other people's thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
That you got the Shining. You have the Shining.
Okay.
And Scatman, he's what? I can't do a Scatman.
Scatman Carruthers?
Yeah, he's in it.
Really?
Yeah,
You
got the Shining, kid.
Wow, interesting.
That he has the Shining, and the little kid in the movie has the Shining. But just watching how they did everything, it was fantastic. There's a very famous scene with in the snow, all styrofoam, and they had constructed things to make it look like ivy. And to preserve the ivy, they sprayed him with formaldehyde.
What?
And so they said it smelled awful. It was 90 degrees. They're all bundled up because it's supposed to be a middle of winter scene.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they were just miserable. But Stanley Kubrick would keep pushing them, even though he knew the cast was miserable, to get them to be in more misery.
Mm-hmm.
So it would come through on the performance.
Sure.
And I thought it was great.
That is cool.
So I watched that one. I watched one with Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Love it. Carrie Ewells.
That was clearly made for VHS because just the graphics were it was in 4:3 and that square box format. So clearly made, the graphics were just so late 80s, early 90s.
Larry David's friend was in that.
Richard Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then so there were lots of interviews with him, with Carrie. He was going around. He had a microphone, and a rubber chicken was interviewing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just neat to see these behind the scenes things.
Sure, yeah.
But with The Shining, it was how they came up with how they got the rights. They went through the whole story. And there was another one I watched, but I'm old, so I don't remember a lot of things. But it's funny how your algorithm, you watch one, when you hit YouTube,
man,
it all comes back up.
Sure.
All comes back up. So I'm starting to watch them just to learn about these movies. Some that if I haven't seen it, obviously I'm not watching it because I don't know anything about it.
Sure, yeah.
But it's pretty cool. But yeah, so my algorithm is now War Chant TV with Jeff and Tom. And damn it, I forgot Tom's gift again. He's not in today.
He's not?
No, it's Seminole Headlines today.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
It's Corey, Ira, and Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll bring it in tomorrow for him. War Chant, cop videos, cop chases, and now behind the scenes from old movies.
I like watching good police vest camera footage.
Mm-hmm. That's the police chases.
Body
the police,
footage,
yeah. There's one cop out in Arizona. His name's Frank, and he has body cam bingo.
What?
And you can buy bingo cards from his channel. His channel is he has millions of followers.
Really?
But he monetizes his channel. He's got sponsors. Hey, before we go on, let me tell you about our sponsor.
That's cool.
But he has where you can order these bingo cards. He's like, all right, today we're playing card number 4. And he'll say like, I know my rights, where if the suspect says something, you mark it off. And
that's funny.
So it's very clever.
That's brilliant.
So
what's his name again?
Frank.
I follow him.
Frank Slope.
Okay.
Frank Sloan. Frank, Arizona.
Okay.
Frank, Fridays with Frank. Frank. He's a good-looking dude, very funny, but I can't remember his last name. Baseball when we get back.
Former Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum is back behind bars in Alabama after a judge revoked his bond following a failed drug test. Baldwin County jail records show Gillum was booked August 6th. Court documents say he missed a required drug screening and then tested positive for methamphetamine during a court appearance Thursday. The failed test comes about a month after Gillum was arrested in Daphne, Alabama on drug charges. Police had stopped him for allegedly driving erratically and reported finding methamphetamine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia in his vehicle. Gillum was released the following day and was placed in a random drug testing program while his case moved forward. Now his bond has been revoked and he's back in the Baldwin County Jail. Gillum, who served as Tallahassee mayor from 2014 to 2018, was also the Democratic nominee for Florida governor in 2018, narrowly losing to Ron DeSantis. This is Rachel Lene with Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update. Brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in store for another hot one today. The heat advisory is in effect this afternoon for all of our Florida counties from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. While highs will be in the mid-90s, the heat index can reach as high as 110. Only Decatur and Seminole counties will be in the heat advisory through South Georgia. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
This is Al from E&B Heating and Air. Since 1974, you've trusted E&B for all your home comfort needs. We've been repairing and maintaining AC systems for over 50 years and can service most any brand, make, or model. Need to replace your AC? No problem. We offer free estimates on all new systems, and we're an authorized carrier dealer. So whether you live in North Florida or South Georgia, call the name you can trust in air conditioning. That's E&B Heating and Air Conditioning.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm running for Congress because America First principles are falling by the wayside. Our debt is skyrocketing, and nothing seems to change year after year. In Congress, I'll work to defend our freedoms, cut spending, and do my part to stop the dysfunction in D.C. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Swing into fun at the golf club at Summerbrook. And now Summerbrook is even better. We've just added brand new golf carts. And we're excited to announce that pool membership season is here. Our luxurious and relaxing pool is ready for family days or just kicking back poolside with friends and your favorite beverage. Membership gives you access to the pool all season long. Visit the golf club at Summerbrook or call 894-4653. Online at theclubatsummerbrook.com.
Pinch a Penny Pools has 12,000 square feet of hot tubs, over 20,000 gallons of tub capacity to choose from. That's 4,620,000 cubic inches of hot tubs. But if you don't want to take my word for it, check them out yourself. Pinch a Penny Pools and Spas, locally owned, and the easiest way to find relaxation at home.
Are you a North Florida entrepreneur? The Florida SBDC at FAMU is here to help your business shine. Our expert consultants offer confidential, no-cost support in planning, capital access, marketing strategies, and more. Whether you're starting fresh or expanding, we provide tailored guidance to help you thrive. Don't navigate this journey alone. Partner with us today. Serving Leon, Gadsden, Jefferson, Franklin, Liberty, Madison, Taylor, and Wakulla counties. Visit FAMUSBDC.org for more information. That's FAMUSBDC.org.
Technology problems slowing your business down? Then it's time to simplify things with i2X Solutions. Based in Tallahassee, i2X Solutions helps businesses work smarter with customized IT support, technology consulting designed around your business. And because technology never sleeps, i2X offers proactive monitoring, cybersecurity awareness training, compliance reviews, and rapid response support to keep your business secure and running efficiently. Visit i2xsolutions.com now and discover how i2X Solutions can help your business stay connected, protected, and ready for what's next.
The Greg Tish Show is sponsored by Grassroots Coffee, locally owned.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Hey, welcome back.
Morning Show.
Well, the Grassroots Coffee Studio. Grassroots Coffee, if you want some of the best coffee you'll ever have. Jason, look no further than grassrootscoffee.com. Jason, I see that you're hitting a double with your Grassroots. How's it?
Oh, it's great, man.
That's why he's the best color man in the business, everybody.
Smooth and nutty.
There's a sip for a single.
And a holler and a swaller.
Go to grassrootscoffee.com. Order yours. They'll roast it up, grind it up, mail it out ASAP to you, or do what Jason does and a lot of other wonderful people do. Get a subscription.
You know what I did, too, and stayed with some friends in Atlanta a month ago or so. And I brought a bag of Grassroots coffee as a gift. They are hooked. They're like, you must tell us how to order more of this coffee. We are hooked. Isn't that nice?
Go to grassrootscoffee.com. Order yours. Let's take a look at yesterday's Major League action. It was the Blue Jays over the Red Sox 2-1. It was the Bravos down by the Metropolitans 8-5. Twins over the Orioles 9-5. Phillies outlast the Cardinals 6-5. It was the Halos down by the Texas Rangers. Yeehaw! 4-1. It was the Diamondbacks striking again at the Rockies 9-0 in that game. Your Tampa Bay Rays over the A's 10-6. Astros flying high, orbiting the Giants 6 times to the Giants 3. It was the Dodgers outlasting the Royals with cheese 6-5, and the Padres beating the best team in Major League Baseball, the Brewers 3-2 out of Petco Park. That drops the Brewers to 74-45 on the season. Padres improved to 63-57 on the season. The Rays 72-46 on the season. Everybody's wondering, when are they going to fall off? Are they?
No, they're white hot.
They are Rays hot.
Yeah.
Rays hot. So today's games, you got the Guardians and the Tigers. Oh, here's a good one. The Pirates slip sliding away. And the Marlins. Marlins 1 game above 500. Wild card hopes still alive down at Lone Depot Park.
The poor Pirates, man.
Tens of people will be heading to see the Marlins and the Pirates today at 6:40 p.m. Cubs and Nationals. Got my good friend Jenny. She will be there. You know what her number is?
867?
5309.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
She's up in Washington, D.C. to watch the Cubbies, her Cubbies, and the Nationals play today. Mariners and the Yankees and the Bronx. Blue Jays and the Red Sox continue at the Rogers Center up north of the border. Braves and Mets at Truist. Twins and Orioles. I don't even know where the Twins play. I don't know the name of their park.
Twins.
It's probably something to do with Minnesota's Great Lakes Bank.
It's a sponsor, yeah.
I don't know. I want to go to that park. Looks like a beautiful park.
I'll look it up real quick.
Target Field.
That's it. Target Field.
Yep.
Boom.
I didn't have to look it up.
You didn't have to. It was in that noggin.
Yep. Reds and White Sox guarantee rate field on the south side of Chicago. Phillies and Cardinals at Stadium. Rangers and Angels continue at Angel Stadium. I don't think they have a sponsor for their stadium. It's just Angel Stadium.
Is it really?
I think it's still just.
Wow.
Could be something else. Diamondbacks. Forgot the name of their. I don't know where they play.
City. No, that's Mets. It's some kind of bank.
It is a bank.
Mm-hmm.
But the Rockies go there. Athletics. I don't know if they have a sponsor. It's just like probably Visit Sacramento.
Yeah.
Or something. Padres and Brewers at Petco, Giants and Astros at Comerica, and the Dodgers and Royals at Dodger Stadium.
Chase Field.
Chase, that's where the Diamondbacks play.
Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm. I hope the Dodgers, that's one team I hope never gets a sponsor. Like
Really?
Yankee Stadium and Dodger Stadium.
Mm-hmm. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
And Wrigley.
Yeah. Those.
Sacred, man.
Well, and Camden or Oriole Park at Camden Yards.
You know, that always seemed like a cool park to me.
Orioles Park?
Never been, but I always wanted to go.
You should go.
Yeah.
You can do that and DC in a couple days.
That would be incredible.
That even Nationals Park, it's nice.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
It's nice. It's up there. It's not on the bottom of my list.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of what the Guardians. The Guardians
Yeah.
is near the bottom of my list.
You know what I thought would be a great stadium, but it gets some flack is Rogers Center. That seems like
I'd like to go to Rogers
me
Center.
too, man.
You know, the top of that dome is 22 stories tall.
Oh, really?
Can you imagine that sitting on Capitol Hill here? That
wow.
giant stadium, 22 stories tall,
That'd
the
be
top
crazy.
of the dome.
It'd be
How
crazy.
awesome. Imagine you're going down the parkway, and there's a giant arena up on top. That would be just fantastic. Who is it? They want anything important?
Said Wrigley Bubblegum.
Wrigley Bubblegum. Never heard of Wrigley Bubblegum.
I don't know.
Wrigley Gum. We know Wrigley, double meant by Wrigley.
Yeah, I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, but Wrigley, that's where the is Wrigley Field sponsored because it's the same guy. That's a good point. This is like one of those things you never think of.
Yeah, I never thought of it.
It's like, with Busch Stadium, it's, it's named after the family, but then they started the beer after.
Sure, yeah.
They named the stadium. I've told that story.
So it is the same Wrigley?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Chewing Gum Wrigley and Wrigley Field?
Yeah, because the Dodgers, when they moved to LA, they played at Wrigley Field out in LA before Dodger Stadium was built.
How about that?
So, but yeah, Mr. Wrigley had his gum empire.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Wrigley Field was like the first sponsored field.
How did you make all this money, sir? Gum, I tell you.
Gum, I tell you.
Chewing
Gum.
You chew it just like a cow chews the cud.
What did you call it? Not a single mint, but a double mint.
And we need twin girls to market this gum. Find me some beautiful twins.
There you go. That's how you're going to make your money. I don't know what else Wrigley did. I'm sure that it just wasn't gum.
Surely, yeah. Kind of like the DuPont started with gunpowder, ended up in automotive. I mean, what do you do?
Let's see. Now you've got me. Damn it. Who was that called? Because it got me down a rabbit hole now. William Wrigley Jr. Let's see. 1891.
Going way back.
Let's see. William Wrigley Jr. Now I want to know about him. Let's find out about William Wrigley Jr. Wiki. Okay. William Wrigley Jr. 1861 in Philadelphia he was born. In 1891, Wrigley moved from Philly to Chicago to go into business for himself. He had $32 to his name, equivalent to $1,100 in 2026, when he formed a business to sell Wrigley's scouring soap.
Imagine starting a business with $1,100 in your bank.
He offered customers small premiums, particularly baking powder, as an incentive to buy his soap. Finding that the baking powder was more popular than his soap, Wrigley switched to selling baking powder and giving his customers 2 packs of chewing gum for each can of baking powder they purchased. Again, Wrigley found that the premium was more popular than his base product, and his company began to concentrate on the manufacture and sale of chewing gum. In this business, Wrigley made his name and fortune. Wrigley played an instrumental role in the development of the Santa Catalina Island in California off of Long Beach. Huh. So Catalina Island, that's where they do the Catalina wine mixer.
I've heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal.
It is. So he made sure that it was protected for future generations. In 1972, his son, Philip K. Wrigley, established a Catalina Island Conservancy. For this purpose, it transferred all family ownerships to it, honored by the Wrigley Memorial. So he choked on a piece of gum.
He did?
That's how he died.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm not.
So I had to say, what?
So his estate, when he passed away in 1932, was worth $20,215,000.
Golly.
That's equivalent to $477 million today.
That's $500 million.
And that went to his daughter, Dorothy Wrigley Offield, and Philip K. Wrigley. The son continued to run the company until his death in 1977.
How about that? Well, I tell you, all through the 80s, that's all you saw people chewing.
Yeah.
And the 90s.
But here's how this guy made his fortune. That he went to sell scouring soap in Chicago because people were extra dirty in Chicago. And he's like, hey, if you buy this scouring soap, I'll give you some free baking powder. And the people in Chicago said, we like being dirty. We'll just take the baking powder.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay. And then he started selling baking powder because it was more popular than his soap. And then he gave away 2 packs of gum. And then people was like, oh, we'll take the gum.
They like to chew that gum while they bake.
And he goes, you know what? I got something here. And then he started the William Wrigley Jr. Company.
There you go.
Oh.
What a serendipitous turn of events.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did it really take off? Wrigley was purchased Lifesavers and Altoids from Kraft Foods in 2005 for $1.5 billion.
Jeez. And America's full of so many cool stories just like that.
Mm-hmm.
A man started out with his dream and a little bit of money in his pocket. Next thing you know, he's got an empire.
Well, and that was the wonderful thing about being when we were in Sleepy Hollow up in Concord, Mass. And that anybody that had a big headstone, I was like, why? Who are these people?
Sure, yeah.
Why do they have a massive headstone? And so I was taking pictures and throwing them into Google AI to find out. And I was learning so much about people that I should know about and should have learned, but I had no clue who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just fascinating. And I love doing that too, going into any cemetery and then just saying, that's a big headstone. Why? Who are they? There's like, even when you drive down past Oakland and you're driving on Bruno, like heading towards Birds,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the cemetery there on the right.
Mm-hmm, right.
And there's like some big old headstones in there. And I've never been in there in my entire life.
A lot of notable people buried in there.
And I want to start going in there and go, why do you have a giant headstone? And also, why is this little one right next to it? And I want to find out about that other person too.
And then there's the guy who built his own mausoleum in that cemetery and then went in there and died.
And then there's the one that everybody says was a witch.
The witch, she's facing the other way. Mm-hmm.
But that story is all made up.
That's all made up.
That came about decades and decades after she passed away.
It helps sell books.
Help sell books. Help sell books. But now everybody's like, yeah, she's a witch. No.
What do we burn apart from witches? More witches.
Are you a witch?
Hey, she looks like one.
Anna!
She turned me into a newt. I got better.
Scott Lehman, my big Dodgers fan. Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium.
Really? Well, they sure don't do a good job of championing those sponsorship names because I've never heard of that.
Nigel. Nigel said, hey, this is a great new show. Reminds me of the other morning show I used to watch where their tagline was, I want to win.
I see what you did there.
We're back on Facebook, Nigel, just for you. Be right back with a food segment.
Here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in store for another hot one today. The heat advisory is in effect this afternoon for all of our Florida counties from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. While highs will be in the mid-90s, the heat index can reach as high as 110. Only Decatur and Seminole counties will be in the heat advisory through South Georgia. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Your business doesn't stop, and neither does IOI's. From the trusted owners of Mac & More Systems, IOI's offers 24/7 IT support, cybersecurity monitoring, HIPAA and compliance consulting, cloud data management, phone systems, and full network design and security. For healthcare, finance, legal industries, IOI specializes in keeping sensitive industries protected and connected. Local service, major protection. Visit IOIs.com today and discover why smart businesses trust IOIs.
Barry knows cool. He's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool. You can put him to the test.
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at baranoac.com.
Barano Heating and Air Conditioning.
License EAC 1.16.86.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm America First, and that means secure elections, secure borders, and putting American citizens before illegal immigrants. In Congress, I'll work for hardworking families of North Florida every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
At Epps Decorating Center, we're your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. We're your store for quality with brilliant and durable paints in a variety of sheens and thousands of colors. We're your store for service with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. We're your local experts, and we're here to help with all your painting projects. Benjamin Moore, available at Epps Decorating Center with 2 locations in Tallahassee. Find a store near you and visit EppsDecorating.com. That's EppsDecorating.com.
T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com. We conquer all peaks. We fix those dark leaks. Call 850-766-1340. T-Spark Enterprises, roofing and construction services. T-Spark Construction.com.
License number CCC 1331204.
No matter what printing you need to keep your business running, we can help. Hi, Jason Butera here for The Printery.
Reduce your stress and give us a call. From new product brochures or posters to yard signs, postcards, even letterhead and envelopes, the Printery sets the standard in personalized service with outstanding results. We offer full-service graphic design and free pickup and delivery. The Printery, home of 36-cent color copies. If it's ink on paper, we've got it covered. Call us today, 877-6418. 877-6418.
When I get home from work, I'm ready to relax. So I call Swain Pools and Spas to put my pool in the back. I call Swain Pools and Spas. Now I'm soaking up the fun when I want to.
In Tallahassee, when it comes to pool repairs and renovations, nobody does it better than Swain, and they've been doing it for over 46 years. Turn your worn, outdated, or neglected pool into something you're proud of again. Whether your pool needs resurfacing, tile repairs or replacement, equipment upgrades, or even a full makeover, nobody does it better than Swain Pools and Spas. Trusted for quality, reliability, and service, visit Swain Pools today under the huge sign on Tharp Street or at swainpools.com.
Good morning, Tallahassee. You're tuned in to your hometown show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
It is now time for the Social Kitchen TLH
Food segment.
Hey, Chief Jones! Chief Jones! Thank you. You, me, lots of other people like chicken.
Yeah, man. Yardbird, man.
Yardbird.
It's the go-to.
Some of the the Yardbirds are named after chickens?
I think so.
So when we were up in Mass,
for your love,
we went to this wonderful store called the Big Y.
Really?
BIG capital Y, the Big Y. It's kind of like a Whole Foods type place. Beautiful cafeteria, pizza by the slice. You got your little box, you got your pizza by the slice. Deli, just huge. I was like, wow, no doors. They had roll-up doors, so you just walked in like you're walking into a warehouse, like a garage.
Okay.
Just really nice. And so I was like, ooh, fried chicken. Well, they had a little chicken wing bar there, and it was $10.99 a pound. But this 10-piece of dark meat fried chicken was $7.99. And it weighed about 4 pounds.
Okay.
And I said, I'm going to get that. So we brought it all back. And my friend that lives up there, he had never in his life, he's 56 years old, never in his life had grocery store chicken. And none of us could believe it. We're like, what? You lived in Tallahassee.
No
like 4
Publix
years.
chicken?
You had no, and that was the main thing. You've had no Publix fried chicken?
Weird.
He's like, no. So we all get a piece of chicken and we're digging in. Worst grocery store chicken I've ever had in my life.
I bet it was.
One, I got the dark meat. And Tony, I don't know, somewhere near Blackstone. And it was like the breading was like an inch thick. And then the chicken was hidden under there. The breading was burned.
Don't like that.
It was not good at all. Of course, Mark never having it before. This is fantastic.
Did he really?
Oh, he loved it.
Imagine had it been good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But other than that, most of us do love chicken.
Sure.
So here are some chicken dinners, winter chicken dinner that are perfect for summer. You and I are both going to use what? What part of the chicken?
Thigh.
The chicken thighs.
It's the best part.
It is the best part.
It's the most flavorful.
I think you'll like this one. Creamy peanut lime chicken with noodles.
Heck yeah, man.
If you're looking for under an hour to cook, but there's still, you only have under an hour to cook, but are still looking for satisfying weeknight dinners, look no further than this noodle and chicken dish with peanut lime sauce.
I like it.
So you have to crush up Charlie Brown? Barbecue protein bowls. So this looks like barbecue chicken. You start with seared chicken breasts, slicing them into bite-sized pieces and combining them with black beans for even more protein and a little fiber.
Sure.
Then you toss it on your favorite barbecue sauce. And then you have a little kale slaw on the side. It looks like a cold dish. And it looks like they got the pickle, they got corn in there, and they got cucumber slices or pickle slices with barbecue sauce over everything. Santa Fe skillet chicken.
Hey now.
This is Tex-Mex at its finest, inspired by classic Santa Fe flavors. So basically, what's the fajita? You're making fajitas because it's got bell peppers, onions, but then you top it with cheddar cheese. Why are you ruining it?
I like that cheddar cheese, though.
On chicken?
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right, I'm down with you. Peanut chicken.
Love peanut chicken.
Oh, yeah? It's made with a homemade peanut dressing.
You know, the other day I went to a place here in town and I got a to-go plate, filled it up with peanut chicken.
Really?
Yeah. I love that stuff, man.
Obviously. You're very interesting when you do your to-go plates from like buffets and
I
stuff.
do. I like
you
a
get
to-go
like
plate.
a lot of one thing.
I do.
Like a lot of collards.
A lot of collards. Got to pile up the collards. Love it.
You would have loved the place in Harlem.
I bet I would.
Yeah, and again, it was our Massachusetts friend had never had collard greens before.
Ooh.
And I said, would you like to try some of my collard greens? Are they any good? And we're trying to describe them. And we're basically like, it's just kale. I said, that's the best way. I said, but it's just, well, I don't like kale. I said, well, nobody does. I said, but this is just delicious. So he had a little piece. And then when our server, she came back around, how's everybody doing? And Mark, can I get a side of collards, please?
What are these collard greens you speak of?
Loved them.
Did he really?
Yeah, loved them.
Had cornbread with it?
No, there's no cornbread.
Oh, wow.
No biscuits, no okra. High protein chicken parm pizza. A chicken parm pizza. Baked with ground chicken crust.
That sounds interesting.
It's a chicken crust. Walk. Wow. High protein marry me chicken. I gotta make one of these marry me dishes.
They're great.
Yeah, but I've just never made one. I need to do this because if they're so good, you're gonna marry the person that made it.
You might find yourself getting married. Man, imagine you married.
I was married.
Yeah, but I mean now.
Oh, no.
God,
no.
That'd be wild.
No.
Just imagine that.
No.
No. But it's fun to imagine, though.
No. Ooh, Mexican street corn chicken skillet.
Love it. I'm into that Mexican street corn stuff.
I love Mexican street corn for years. I remember when I introduced it to my friends years ago, and I'm slathering mayonnaise on. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm making Mexican street corn." Well, why are you putting mayonnaise on? Because that's what goes on Mexican street corn. Some of them wouldn't touch it. They're like, no.
Mayonnaise is very off-putting.
But I know, but it's almost cussed. Delicious on corn.
Especially with a little bit of cayenne pepper.
That's what I did.
Yeah, man.
I did. But the ones that didn't try it, they were the ones crying the lonely teardrops.
That's right. They're missing out.
There are plenty of places to find opinions. Direct with Dana is about finding solutions. I'm Dana Brooks, and each week I bring you thoughtful conversations with the people leading businesses, serving our communities, and helping shape the future of North Florida. Whether you're a business owner, professional, community leader, or simply someone who wants to stay informed, there's something here for you. Listen to Direct with Dana every Monday at noon on Real Talk 93.3 FM, and catch every episode on your favorite podcast app.
Hey everybody, this is Steve Stewart, inviting you to join me every Tuesday and Thursday from noon until 1 p.m. for the Steve Stewart Show right here on Real Talk 93.3.
I'm Keith Gross. I've already pledged to donate my congressional salary to worthy causes here in North Florida. I'm not running for a paycheck or a political career. I'm running because our country needs patriots willing to fight for America First values. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
This is Real Talk 93.3, Tallahassee's Real Talk Station. Stay tuned for more of the Greg Tish Show live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios after this town hall news break on Real Talk 93.3 WVFT, Gretna, Tallahassee.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rick Thomason. It was an elaborate deception, one specially designed to protect President Trump. In light of an Iranian assassination threat, the Washington Post reports a decoy aircraft was deployed to carry the president home from last month's NATO summit in Turkey. Instead of Air Force One, Mr. Trump was actually on a smaller Air Force plane. Instead of 18, the Trump administration now recommends kids be vaccinated against 11 childhood ailments. Part of an executive order signed by President Trump also recommended the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine be administered as 3 separate shots instead of a single one. 111 and counting, the death toll from the latest earthquake to strike South America.
Search teams dug through the rubble in Cali, Colombia, after a 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck, collapsing hundreds of buildings. By Monday afternoon, people had begun reporting their loved ones missing on digital databases. One listed more than 2,000, the number steadily climbing. Barbara Mello with World Vision.
A lot of people are in need right now.
She tells Sky children are of particular concern.
We as adults don't know how to react. Imagine the children.
The desperate scenes recall the search is still ongoing in neighboring Venezuela after it was devastated by powerful back-to-back earthquakes in June that killed more than 6,300 people. I'm Ben Thomas.
Voters in 7 states casting ballots in today's primaries, one of the highest profile contests, Wisconsin. That's where a Democratic socialist, Francesca Hong, seats a Democrat nomination for governor, and she is ahead in the polls. Watching Wall Street this morning, stock futures narrowly mixed this hour. The Dow futures are down 3 points, while the NASDAQ futures are 83 points higher, and the S&P futures are up 9. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-555-2085. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-555-2085. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-555-2085. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-555-2085 or biglou.com.
Your Sports Flash update on Real Talk 93.3 in Tallahassee.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers football defensive back Roman Perotti is back with the team. He had been signed as an undrafted rookie last May and was with the team all the way through the cut to 53 players during the preseason last year. He had 5 tackles and an interception. He went and played in the UFL this spring for Houston, played well, and now he has been re-signed to the club. Tampa Bay Rays baseball, they beat the A's yesterday 10-6. Junior Caminero hit a 3-run home run in the game. Also, Yandy Diaz hitting a home run. Series continues today. Nick Martinez on the mound. He's 11-3. The Miami Marlins open up a series against the Pirates tonight. Yuri Perez on the mound looking for his 6th win. I'm Matt Wally, Real Talk 93.3.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Pump up the volume. Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
I'm Keith Gross, and I know that seniors built this country. They shouldn't be crushed by inflation after a lifetime of hard work. I'll fight to lower cost, protect Social Security, and bring common sense back to Washington. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Real Talk 93.3 and the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce would like to recognize the newest chamber members. Businesses making a difference here at home. Aqua Pools, environmental and geotechnical specialists. First Choice Business Brokers of Northwest Florida, Southwood Golf Club, Liberty Solutions Group, Katz & Partners Enterprises, Paul Consulting Group, the Pilates Method, and Professional Benefits. Thank you for growing local with the Greater Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce. To find out more about events and membership, visit talchamber.com.
This is Wayne Hooks, Location Coordinator for Wreaths Across America for the Tallahassee National Cemetery. Please help us in our mission to remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and teach young people the true cost of freedom by sponsoring a remembrance wreath at wreathsacrossamerica.org/FL0055P by December 1st and join us at the Tallahassee National Cemetery on December 19th to honor our fallen heroes.
The Greg
Take out the papers and the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't scrub that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety-yak.
Don't talk that.
From the Grassroots Coffee Studios, you're listening to Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Welcome out to the Greg Tish Show. Jason Taylor, Greg Tish with you. 78 degrees in the capital city. A little slight chance of rain today. Going to be hot. I heard from John in Cincinnati. It's 82 already up there.
Wow.
That's hot.
Warm.
And then 80 down in Mount Dora with Tony. But hot here. Tomorrow, Leon County Schools, first day of school, need to reach out to Superintendent Hanna so he can do his annual call-in on the first day of school, reminding everybody kids are going to be out. It's going to be nuts around the schools because the first days of schools, that's where the parents like to drop the kids off. Don't put them on the bus. We'll take you into school, especially if it's a new school. If you're making that transition from 5th to 6th or 8th to 9th grade, I like to drop them off at school. Hi. Take the pictures, first day of school, first day of whatever class. We should do that too. Text your mom today. Call your mom. Have her send a picture of you from like kindergarten or something.
Oh, that's cute that you think she has that. That's funny.
I want to see what you look like as a 5-year-old with a beard.
Oh, yeah?
But I saw my Facebook memories. I was looking at that during the break. And one popped up with one of my elementary school pictures. You
really?
Think she still has your elementary school pictures?
No, she does. She's got it.
Okay.
But not like, not a picture taken with a camera at home on the way to school.
No. I mean, like your school.
But yeah,
your
the school picture.
Photo.
Yeah.
I want a young Jason.
Well, I sent you the photo of me behind the board in the radio studio when I was like 10.
But I want your like school picture.
I got you.
Text her right now. Wake her up and say, can you just send me a picture? Because I want to use it for the graphics tomorrow. I'll put up a very old picture of me too.
Do you?
In color.
Mm-hmm.
In color. We had color back then.
Yeah, we did.
And I want to have that happy first day of school to make a big celebration tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll get my school pic.
Okay.
Kindergarten.
Okay, whatever. I still have, my mom gave me a bunch of mine back. Apparently, I was not very popular in 10th grade.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you know how you go in, you have your picture. You know it's picture day, so you go in and you wear your best outfits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So my 10th grade photo, I'm in, and I'm looking back. I was like, it's a good looking dude. But I had like every single one of them that you ordered. They were all in this little box that my mom gave me. Like I gave away like one of the little wallet size ones, like only one. So apparently nobody liked me back then.
They didn't want your picture?
No, I got them all. Would you like one?
Sure.
Okay. Would you like to put it in my wall?
Let me frame one in here.
I've got this bright yellow OP jacket on.
Ocean Pacific?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That jacket's probably worth hundreds of dollars now.
OP was the jam.
Oh, yeah. And I've got in 8th grade or 9th grade, I can't remember. I had a Ghostbusters pin on with an airbrush like Panama City shirt. So
my 7th grade, I'm in a bolo string tie.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that is impressive.
Yeah. As you can imagine, I was also not the most popular kid in middle school. I was a straight up nerd. I'm here to tell you.
Oh, me too. Me too. So today, 42 years ago, this is for all the Gen X people to feel old. The first movie that was rated PG-13 was released in theaters. It wasn't the first movie to be rated PG-13, but it was the first one to be released in theaters.
What year again? 42?
1984. 42 years ago today.
84.
Mm-hmm. This was the first movie.
Was it a sequel?
No, they did remake it.
They did?
Later on. But
Top Gun.
No, that was 86. Let me tell you who starred in it.
Okay.
Powers Booth, William Smith, Ron O'Neal, Harry Dean Stanton, Darren Dalton, Ben Johnson, Jennifer Grey, Leah Thompson, C. Thomas Howell, Charlie Sheen, Patrick Swayze.
Are you kidding me? I have no idea.
Okay, let me do it the other way.
Yeah, do it the other way.
Starring Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, and Jennifer Grey.
Patrick
a bunch of
not Roadhouse.
No.
Wasn't Ghost.
No. The first PG-13 movie released in theaters.
Adventures in Babysitting.
That was a good movie. That was a really good movie. No.
What was it?
Wolverine.
Mm-hmm. What?
If I just said that, then you've never seen this movie.
I'm sure I haven't seen it.
Red Dawn.
Oh, no, I have not seen Red Dawn. Yeah. Okay.
Red Dawn. There was a remake in 2012, which was not good.
Really?
But the first PG-13 movie, Red Dawn, came out, where a joint Soviet Latin America invasion force invaded Colorado and the rest of the country.
Really? So, Colorado?
Started World War III. That's where Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, that's where they all lived.
Gotcha.
And these teenagers from this high school took on the powerful Russian and Cuban army.
Well, I tell you what, man, growing up, we were allowed to watch PG-13, but not R. So it was a big deal to go to Blockbuster and pick out a movie and be like, ooh, what's it rated? Oh, it's rated R. I can't get it. Dang.
Well, I remember that with the trailers, with the TV commercials, that they're showing these Soviet helicopters. And I was like, that is the coolest looking helicopter I've ever seen. And so the family, we went to Miracle. It probably wasn't Miracle 5 back then. It was probably just like Miracle 3 or Miracle 2. Well, the family, we were going to see Ghostbusters together. And when we got there, I saw that Red Dawn was playing there. And I said, Dad, can I please go see that? And I was 13. And then so I was allowed to go see it. So I went and saw Red Dawn instead of Ghostbusters.
Boy, you felt cool, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was like, I loved it. I thought this movie is fantastic.
Okay.
I haven't watched it in a while, but now I need to go back and watch it. But I liked it. You need to go watch it.
Sure.
I mean, that's another one on your list. But, it was about World War III because it was still, the Cold War was still going on and the Soviets invaded America. And it was just pretty cool movie. I wonder if that's Thomas Dickens saying I loved. Well, no, he didn't say. I thought he would love Red Dawn. But every day in the paper, when it would come out, that I had this little scrapbook and I would cut out the little thing about Red Dawn, and playing at the theaters. And so I have it somewhere, like every day I would cut out the little newspaper clipping and put it in this little scrapbook, which I still have somewhere. But I never saw Ghostbusters in the theater.
Wow.
And I don't know if I went back to see Red Dawn again. But yeah, it was a good movie. Good movie. Budget of $17 million. Got mixed reviews from critics, but it made $38 million.
$17 million back then, though. That was a lot of money. If you couldn't make a movie with $17 million, you didn't have no business making movies.
High school students in Calumet, Colorado, witnessed a surprise Soviet-led invasion of their town. Brothers Jed and Matt Eckhart escaped the chaos of the Soviet paratroop attack, while Soviet, Cuban, and Nicaraguan soldiers occupied their small town. Jed, Matt, and their friends Robert, Danny, Daryl, and Arturo flee into the countryside with camping supplies. See, their dads took them hunting and fishing all growing up. And so they were able to go and survive in the hills.
There you go.
While the Russians were looking for them.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. But their high school, they were the Wolverines was their mascot.
Okay.
So when they went on all their missions and everything, they would spray paint Wolverines on the side of the truck. So the Soviets, they didn't know what a Wolverine was. So they had like slideshows. This is a Wolverine? Why are we scared of this? That's not a good Soviet accent. But it's good. It's good.
Sounds great.
Yeah, you have to see it.
Yeah.
But young Pat. Well, they're all young. Young Leah Thompson, young Jennifer Grey.
Leah Thompson, that's the one from Back to the Future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jennifer Grey from Ferris Bueller.
Yep.
Dirty
sure
Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Swayze, of course, from everything.
Roadhouse.
Charlie Sheen, everything. C. Thomas Howell, everything.
What's the movie
80s.
Charlie Sheen did where he's leading cops on a high-speed chase with a pretty blonde girl? Is it The Pursuit?
The Pursuit.
That's a good movie.
I really like that movie with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, and she kind of falls in love with him in the middle of all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I remember when that movie came, and I loved it because, well, one, the red BMW.
Sure.
But yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. That's a good movie for a teenage boy to watch. That's all I remember.
Oh, The Chase. 1994.
Boom.
5.9 out of 10, 43% on Rotten Tomatoes. Christy Swanson.
Yeah.
God, she looks like she's 12.
Yeah. She was also in Dude, Where's My Car?
She was?
Mm-hmm.
Was she one of the, tall women?
No, she was just like the main female that they were after in that movie.
I forgot that Anthony Kiedis and Flea were in The Chase.
I remember Flea being in it now that you say that.
Yeah, Anthony. They were in that big Bronco.
Yeah,
It was Anthony and Flea in there. Charlton Heston was in that movie?
Charlton Heston. I'll agree to do your film, but there can't be any nudity or vulgar language.
Oh, those dirty rats. No. Huh. Now I have to go back and watch that. Yeah, that was a good movie.
That's a good one.
I didn't expect to go down that road.
Right? Like a good movie wormhole.
Yeah. Red Dawn to The Chase.
Yeah.
Wow. Be right back.
She's mine. I'm hers. She's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s this morning. Skies will be fairly clear, but more clouds will pop up in the afternoon, along with a stray shower and maybe some isolated thunder. The heat continues through this afternoon as a heat advisory is in effect from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. Highs will be in the mid-90s, but the heat index can reach as high as 110. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
I'm Keith Gross. I served in the Army National Guard, built businesses, and now I'm stepping up to serve North Florida in Congress. I'll fight for secure borders, lower costs, and America First values every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Hi, Chris Kraft for Kraft Nissan. There's a whole lot of reasons why Nissan SUVs are the hottest in the USA. Reason number one has got to be the 0% financing for 60 months on Nissan Rogue, Murano, and Pathfinder. Reason number two might be the J.D. Power Initial Quality Study. The 2026 study, Nissan Rogue was the #1 compact SUV for quality, beating Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, Subaru Forester, and the like. And these results come from the first 90 days of real people who just bought a new SUV. Number three, on top of being a Consumer Reports top-rated large SUV, Nissan Murano was J.D. Power's most dependable for the second year in a row, beating out a number of mid-size SUVs like the Chevy Blazer and Honda Passport. And last but not least, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety awarded top safety pick designation to both Pathfinder and Murano. For reliability, value, and most importantly, safety for yourself and your loved ones, come see us at Kraft Nissan. It's all here.
Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin, and we're thrilled that we're back open for lunch from 11 to 3. And we're now serving dinner on Sunday nights, too. And let's be honest, finding a great dining spot in Tallahassee on a Sunday night isn't easy. But it is easy with Cafe de Martin. Open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends. Come see us at Cafe de Martin and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
Hey, this is for my homeowner friends out there. You know who you are. When you get your grass cut, you're going to inspect the work, make sure it's good, get your house painted, check around every corner and edge, make sure that's done right, get a new roof, going to get eyes on those shimmering new shingles. Get your septic tank cleaned. Bet you're not popping your head down in there to take a look around. You got to trust it's done right. I'll make it easy. Go see my friend Greg Miller, Miller Septic. They're my guys. I trust them, and you can too. MillerSeptic.com. That's it. That's the commercial. That's the whole thing. Check them out. That's MillerSeptic.com.
Harnessing the power of the sun, delivering the highest quality drinking water, we are warming homes and fueling industries. Day and night, rain or shine, the City of Tallahassee Utilities is working for you.
Well, this is pretty odd, but in a good way.
What do you mean? What's odd in a good way?
Well, here we are outside at dusk in North Florida, and I have yet to be hit by a mosquito. I haven't even seen one. At my home, I'd be running back into the house by now.
Well, that's the way it was here until a few months ago when we started using Paul's Termite and Pest Control Mosquito Control Program. It turns out they've been doing it for years, and the price is surprisingly less than I had ever imagined. My only regret is that I didn't start doing it years ago.
If you enjoy being outside, and here in North Florida, who doesn't? Paul's Termite and Pest Control can help you take your yard back. Our mosquito control program has helped families spend more time outdoors without the constant swatting and itching. And remember, mosquitoes aren't just a nuisance. They can carry diseases that affect both people and pets. Protect your family with Paul's effective and surprisingly affordable mosquito control program. Visit callpauls.com or give us a call today to learn more. For the elimination of termites, pests like mosquitoes, and a greener lawn too, call Paul's. We'll get them all.
Hey, Seminole fans, think you know your Garnet and Gold? Well, you can prove it every Friday morning at 7:15 with the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest on The Greg Tish Show. From legendary plays to unforgettable players, it's fun, fast, and packed with FSU pride. One caller, one question, and major bragging rights before most people finish their first cup of coffee. So every Friday at 7:15 a.m. on the Greg Tish Show, it's the Garnet and Gold Trivia Contest where you could win swag at Garnet and Gold. Only on the Greg Tish Show.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm running for Congress because America First principles are falling by the wayside. Our debt is skyrocketing and nothing seems to change year after year. In Congress,
Gotta think about you. I just can't live without you. I really want you, Eleanor, near me.
The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3. Tallahassee's morning show for the people who call this place home.
Southeast Portable Buildings has everything you need for extra space or extra storage. Those are two different things. You just need a place to spread your wings. They've got you covered. You need a place to store your wings collection of records. They've got you covered. Give our friends a call today, 850-580-6400. You can visit them online at southeastportablebuildings.com. Jason, are you just LARPing in there?
What, LARPing?
Are you just LARPing?
Isn't that where you dress up in costumes, go out in the woods, and pretend to be like fairies and stuff?
Not anymore. Not anymore. LARPing has now morphed into poser. That you're no longer Gen X. So everybody was, you're such a poser, dude. Like a poser usually went around the skateboard realm. Like you dressed like you were a skateboarder, but you didn't skate.
Poser.
You were a poser. But now Gen X is calling out, Gen Z are calling out other Gen Zers for LARPing, for posing, for being posers. But they can't use posers because that's our word, man. You can't say that. That's our word.
A lot of posing going on.
A lot of LARPing. A lot of LARPing. So you're going to a fitness class just for the photos.
Sure.
You're LARPing.
Sure.
You take a summer internship and you're pretending to be a 9-to-5er. You're LARPing. So they're calling people out. Coming into Manhattan from Long Island for the day is LARPing New York City.
How about the one where you see where people go out in the woods and they pretend they're camping and they set up a little cooktop and they're going to cook by the stream? Like, yeah, no, you're not doing
LARP.
Yeah, that's fake.
LARP posers.
Mm-hmm.
It's someone who is performative in the way that they're dressing or acting or doing something, and it's not actually authentic to who they are as an individual. It says 24-year-old Morgan Herlock of Philly. It's almost like you're calling someone out. Which, as we said again, Gen X posers. So they're calling them out. So they're like, they. Excuse me. Remember there was this guy, performative male trend, referred to those maca drinking, tote bag carrying young men reading books on the subway.
What's maca?
It's a drink. Matcha.
Oh, matcha. Yeah.
I'm not a fancy coffee drinker.
That's coffee?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't think matcha is coffee.
Is it a tea?
It's something weird.
I don't know what it is. The word LARPing is just switching places with poser. Most people use the phrase jokingly, but when creators exaggerate aspects of their identity to boost their online presence, say by pretending they have more wealth, friends, or exotic trips planned than they actually do, it can actually reinforce unhealthy comparisons, says Don Grant, a media psychologist who is the national advisor of healthy device management for Newport Healthcare. He is a media psychologist. As the first generation to grow up entirely online, Gen Z developed with comparing and despairing. We learn about ourselves and where we stand in the world only from reactions and responses we get from each other. That's Gen Z. For Gen Z and Gen Alpha, the public sphere is online. They grew up with everything online, becoming their social currency and their litmus of who they are. Sophia Webster, 20, assumed LARPing was another trend until she started hearing about it around UCSB, University of California, Santa Barbara. All my friends seem to be using it. She studied abroad in Europe this summer and recently used it with friends to describe a trip to London. Oh, we're just LARPing London. I didn't LARP New York or Boston or anything. I was just full-blown nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Full-blown just tourist. Yeah. It was like, this is so cool. Wow, look at the Louis Vuitton building. It looks like Louis Vuitton bags topped on the top of each other.
Does it really?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, the whole outside the building looks like Louis Vuitton luggage.
Really?
Oh, it's great.
Huh.
Yeah. And then when we went to Boston, I was LARPing Boston. I wasn't LARPing Boston. I didn't pretend like I knew anything about it. But I could have, thrown on a Bo Sox jersey. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. What you guys doing later? Have you seen my khakis? Nah.
Your khakis?
Yeah, my khakis that had my khakis in it. Now we can't go anywhere. There's a pressure amongst Gen Z to always appear authentic, but not authentic to the point where you should be considered cringe.
I don't know. I feel like Gen Z has a real authenticity problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're trying to appear authentic when they don't know how to be.
They don't know how to be
authentic.
And also they probably don't know who they truly are. There's a lot of identity crisis going on with that age group too. So they don't really know who they are or where to start.
The rise of LARPing also reflects Gen Z's heightened concern around authenticity. With the rise of influencers, AI, and ad-driven social media content, young people want to know a person is real before taking their story at face value.
Sure.
And there's one thing. I guess Gen X, we don't believe anything. Like anybody, I went to this restaurant and they kicked me out for no reason. Yeah, we're not believing that. We're going, yeah, there's more to the story.
There's more.
Or yeah, what did you do? Well, I punched a waitress.
Right. And now the truth comes out.
I threw a table across the way. I dumped it over.
Morgan Wallen?
And then they kicked me out. Okay, there's more to it. But Gen Z is like, I got thrown out of this restaurant for no reason at all. 1-star reviews.
Right, sure.
Well, give them 1-star reviews.
That'll show them.
There's like a local place here that there was some bands that were, I guess, playing this weekend, and they canceled because they're a business and they can cancel who they want. And one of the band members posted, "Hey, these guys canceled because of reasons."
Oh man, I hate when they do that.
But it was a Gen X guy,
right?
Or it could have been millennial. And it was very nice to read in the comments, let's go give them 1-star reviews. It was just like, oh, that sucks. That sucks they did that. They don't know what they're missing. But if it was Gen Z, then everybody would be like, oh, let's go just flood them with 1-star reviews.
Let's try to cancel them.
Let's boycott this restaurant.
Sure, yeah.
And nobody brought up, let's boycott this bar because Nobody goes to that party.
They don't.
No. It's just like, all right, it was their prerogative to cancel, but
Sure is.
But it ain't gonna hurt them if nobody shows
No.
up. Nobody goes there anyway. Be right back with Eric Llewellyn.
What's your game now?
If you're driving through Tallahassee school zones this week, slow down. The Tallahassee Police Department said school zone speed cameras begin issuing citations on Wednesday when students return to class. And unlike last year, there will be no warning period. Cameras are installed at nearly 30 schools across the city and operate during the entire school day, including 30 minutes before classes begin and 30 minutes after dismissal. Drivers caught going more than 10 miles per hour over the posted speed limit will receive a $100 citation in the mail. Police say the program is designed to improve safety around schools, not generate revenue. During the last school year, the cameras issued more than 44,000 citations. And officers remind drivers that the cameras can still be enforcing the speed limit even when school zone lights are not flashing, as long as students are on campus. So starting Wednesday, watch your speed. This is Rachel Lene with Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update. Brought to you by Macklemore Systems. Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at McLemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in store for another hot one today. The heat advisory is in effect this afternoon for all of our Florida counties from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. While highs will be in the mid-90s, the heat index can reach as high as 110. Only Decatur and Seminole counties will be in the heat advisory through South Georgia. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the Olympics and for a greener lawn, too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm American first, and that means secure elections, secure borders, and putting American citizens before illegal immigrants. In Congress, I'll work for hardworking families of North Florida every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Florida man, what'd you do to yourself?
Disney World, Hank, my emotional support alligator. We did it all.
Please tell me you weren't in the Seven Seas Lagoon again.
Well, not this time. We rode the monorail to the Magic Kingdom, hit Space Mountain, crushed some turkey legs, and we washed it down with a couple of Dole Whips.
I'm sorry.
And the best part, the Country Bear Jamboree.
Sounds like a great day so far. What happened?
Well, we're running late, and I'm sprinting to the front row of the show, and it starts, and the music's playing, and crowds are clapping. I can hear you. I got this bright idea. I'm going to stage dive to Hank. I jumped. Hank tried to catch me.
I can hear you, but
back went out.
I can't hear you over the
Well, I'm
music.
glad you came, because Dr. Finn's going to get you fixed right up.
What was
Next
that?
time, we're sitting in the back row.
You don't have to do a Disney stage dive to get back pain, neck pain, headaches, or numbness in your arms and legs. Come see
Can't hear
us
me.
at Fenn Chiropractic for exceptional care to help your body heal itself the right way. Book your appointment online today at fenchiro.com. That's FENNCHIRO.com.
Everything's like the same as before, right?
You're still close.
That we should be
Flirting.
hearing.
Grooving.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm
You've
showing
still
sound
got it.
coming out from
But your
when he
immune
talks.
system weakens as
Eric, say something to me.
making it harder to fight illnesses.
Are you talking to me, Greg? I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
But why,
Vaccines are
why
a
don't we
key
have
part of
sound?
any health routine. They can help protect you from getting
And
really
the
sick.
browser is
Ask your
unmuted.
pharmacist which vaccines
Yeah.
you need. See more
Totally.
at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Check, check. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
When I hit my
Volume
50s, I
up,
felt like things
obviously.
were slowing down.
Yeah.
This is Sandra's Metamucil.
All right, sorry. I'm going to have you call in. I'll send
I
you the
started
number.
taking
You can just
Metamucil
cut
for
my phone.
digestion, but had no idea
Why
it would
wouldn't that be
impact so
playing?
much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more
'Cause he
regular,
can't hear us
but
either.
my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Honey, what are these mushrooms in our yard? Portobello?
Huh. Let me take a look.
You there?
Shiitake.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know
but
what was
our
going on.
septic system is failing, and our
I
whole
can-
yard smells like
hear
We
shit.
tried to cook these up and
Yeah,
eat them
and
tonight.
it was showing that you were
bad, Sheila.
Well, we
working. But
better fix it soon, or we're going to be in deep.
Sheila, look. It's crud septic.
all right, we're going
Our
live in just a little
prayers
bit.
are
All right,
answered.
hang on.
Crud Septic Service.
Tallahassee. The Greg Tish Show is live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios on Real Talk 93.3.
Joining us on the phone, our dear friend, Eric Lou Allen, the voice of Florida State University baseball on the radio, and now the voice you will hear inside Doak Sheridan Campbell Stadium starting, 14 days? When does the season start?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I mean, you're my go all, be all, end all on everything FSU football now.
August 29th, Greg.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, 18 days. 18 days. I have a picture up on our Facebook Live or Instagram Live and our YouTube Live of you in your playing days. It looks like media day. Your photo. You are such a little kid.
Oh man, I probably was.
Yeah. So, how does this feel when you got the call or the cornering from Mike Alford from the athletic director to say, hey, we want you to come and be the new PA announcer? What was that conversation like?
It was interesting because honestly, I hadn't really thought about that until he brought it up to me, and so I was kind of taken aback a bit, just from a sheer weight of the situation. Asking you to do something of that magnitude, it was really something.
And then did it take you long to say, because I mean, PA work and radio work, those two completely, I mean, the similar fields, but two completely different beasts, so to speak. And then,
well, it is. And some of the questions I had, I've obviously sat in the stadium and heard the PA announcer. I've played in the stadium and heard the PA announcer. And, it's one of those situations where you're like, I don't know that I know exactly what the job entails. Hey, here's the thing. So again, I've had those experiences as a fan sitting in the stadium, as a player. I don't know that you can understand the magnitude of what a game day production entails for football. And until I did Game Day Live last year with Arya Masudi.
With who?
With Arya Masudi.
Arya?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
When I did that with Arya last year, I got a better grasp of how much of production that actually is. How many people it takes to put on a game production for football at a major university. And it was a little bit overwhelming to have that experience last year and kind of grasp that. So that kind of was what popped into my head immediately, is just exactly what a huge production it is. And I wanted to kind of get a better grasp of what that looked like from a standpoint of a person doing what they were asking me to do. So I had a couple of conversations over the next few days. Got a copy of a game script from last year, a
game script.
Yes, a game script.
Wow.
And a video of the game production itself.
Okay.
To kind of to look at those and get a feel for how all of that flowed. And after I watched that, I think, the next day I told them that I not only was interested, but that I would do it. And that was kind of the process of it.
Now, are you going to, obviously, I don't think you can do your pregame show anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to do both of those. That Game Day Live, we did that from 60 minutes on the game clock down to 15 minutes on the game clock.
And I loved it. That was so awesome. Well, it was. I think I sent you a picture of like the first one or the Miami game, and seeing you all but up on the screen. I was like, oh, this is just fantastic.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that. And, they're working on that now as to who might step into that spot that I was in. I know Arya posted I think it was the Fresh Prince in the end, at the end of the show, and said yesterday that me trying to figure out who I was doing Game Day Live with. And I felt bad about that because I had literally just the week before said that I was back in for year 2 of that show. But yeah, so, just the magnitude of all of it, what a big production it is. I had to kind of get a better grasp of that and where what they were asking me to do fit into all of that.
Now, let's go back to the script because we kind of want to know the behind the scenes. We've never really gotten a behind the scenes look into that booth or that area. Are you in a booth?
Yes.
Okay. And then I know that there's got to be a big team, and then you're kind of like, not to put extra pressure on you, but you're kind of like the bottom rung of a house of cards. Like if you're not doing your job, you're bringing down everybody else too. No pressure.
Well, thanks, Greg. I appreciate you.
But you
no pressure on me here a couple of weeks out.
But you've been in that position many times. I mean, with the baseball, with having your radio show for many times, that you're good with being a player, with doing everything that you've done so wonderfully in your career. I have no doubt in my mind that you will not knock this out of the park or kick that extra point. But the game day script, so like first break and like, all right, we're going to our first media timeout. This is the announcements. We're going to our second media timeout. These are the announcements, that kind of script.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's recognizing people on the field, whether it's current athletes at Florida State or donors or supporters, whatever the case might be. It's just kind of keeping all of that flowing, I guess, is the best way to describe it from an operational standpoint. Obviously, you want to do something that enhances what's going on the field and what's going on all around the stadium when you're doing that kind of thing.
With the script, with going on, and then I know that you have a wonderful spotter, or that you have that the person that was spotting has offered to keep doing spotting. That would be the toughest part of the job.
Well, yeah, and fortunately, you do have somebody up there to help you with that, and identifying who's making a tackle and who's carrying the football, and all of those things that it entails. And Dave Westbury, the voice of the Chiefs, for I don't even know how many years. He goes back decades in that spot, and a guy that I've known for a long time. Had a conversation with him yesterday via text message, and very happy that he'll be continuing in his unofficial duties as a spotter, but while he continues to be the voice of the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And everybody's been incredibly supportive. Yesterday, I know I used the word humbling in the quote that was in the release, but it truly was that yesterday, to get all of the comments and messages and things of that nature that I got. I got a call last night from Tony McDuffie. Tony McDuffie, the wife of my offensive line coach, Wayne McDuffie, who I played for at Florida State. And, so it was great to hear from Tony and just how happy she was when she had heard the announcement yesterday and things of that nature. It was just, it was quite a day yesterday. That's for sure.
I think what I enjoy most with the selection with you is that there is that now connection to the past, to the Bowden era that will be heard throughout the stadium, that everybody, that you're very well loved, very well liked with it throughout the FSU community, from your playing times to baseball times to everything in between. And so it'd be that nice familiar voice kind of reminding me of where we came, or reminding us of where we came from. And I think that's why asking you was a great choice.
Well, and it literally is almost 40 years ago. I want to say I don't remember the exact date that I reported for practice as a freshman, but it was 1986, and it was probably around August 2nd, August 3rd, that I would have reported for two-a-days for that 1986 season. So almost 40 years to the day. That all of this began for me with Florida State. So it really is kind of it's surreal. It's throw in whatever descriptive you can come up with there. It's all of those things.
Have you started watching other games or anything else to listen for the public address announcer to see how they're calling touchdowns or what they're doing with with other chants or anything to encourage the crowd? I know that we have the video board that does a lot of the encouraging cheers and stuff, but have you been starting to watch that, or have you just been inundated with text?
Pretty inundated at this point. I haven't really had a chance to do any of that type of thing, and I will. Obviously, we've got preseason games starting up, and there are plenty of games you can find from last year and previous seasons that you can pull from. But yeah, I'll start doing that and probably watch with a little bit of a different eye or ear in this case than I have in the past.
Jason has a touchdown call for you. Whenever Florida State scores a touchdown, Jason would like you to say this over the mouth. Wow, wow, wee, wow, touchdown.
I like. Very nice.
I'll probably not adopt that. I do appreciate it.
Come on, Eric.
Eric, boo. Boo. Wow, wow, wee, wow, touchdown.
I'll probably not do that.
And I'm sure that you'll get a ton of suggestions on, hey, you should try this. Look at here. That'd be great. Well, my friend, my brother, I am incredibly proud of you, as I always am. And I cannot wait to hear your voice at Doak for a new PA announcer. That this is a really cool thing that FSU's done. And I greatly appreciate you taking time to join us this morning on the show.
Well, I'll add, too, because people have asked, and my wording was very specific. In my quote that released, I think one of the very last sentence in there also, when I said to add these, to also do this, also get this opportunity. This isn't going to affect baseball. I'll do baseball until they tell me that they no longer want me to do baseball. So.
Okay.
I just want to make sure everybody, because I have had people ask that, and this isn't going to change what I do with baseball, and ready for my 21st season there with Link and the boys.
Has it already been 21 seasons?
Yeah, this will be 21st.
Oh my gosh!
Greg, we're coming up on 1,000 games.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow! Wow! We wow. All right, my brother. Well, I love you, and I appreciate you calling in this morning, and we will chat soon.
All right. Sounds good, Greg.
Eric Lowen, the new voice inside Doak Campbell Stadium, new PA announcer, which I think, great choice. Great choice. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Touchdown, Florida State. I can't believe that he did not like that idea. Be right back.
You're back with the Greg Tish Show, where Tallahassee wakes up on Real Talk 93.3.
Go to leonscreening.com. If you've been thinking about upgrading your patio area or your screen porch that you already have, you want a screen porch, you want some new windows out there, you want to learn about your options, you start looking forward, as we just had Eric Llewellyn on talking a little FSU football, and then we're getting close to football season. We're getting close to having some nicer temperatures. I mean, well, I sit on my front porch all the time. I love my screen porch. Leon Screening did such a fantastic job with my new screens. My dog loves it. She's not poking holes through the screen because it's so old. If you're so worried about your screens, leonscreening.com. Been in business 50 years, Jason. 50 years. Jason, let me ask you a very serious question here.
All right. I'm ready.
According to the Latvian priest, Kramer had the Kevorkia. What does Kevorkia mean?
The lure of the animal.
The lure of the animals. Jerry is forced to care for a disobedient dog of a man he met on the plane. What is the dog's name?
You asked me this the other day. Farfel.
Yeah, but I thought this was a different quiz.
No.
Okay, yeah, it is. Where is the infamous marble rye purchased?
Schnitzers. Snitkers.
Jerry blames Newman for bringing fleas into his apartment when he discovers this brand of candy wrapper in his couch.
I know the chunky that left these chunkies. Newman.
Oh, yeah, we did do this one.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of difficult Seinfeld trivia out there.
No, there's not. I can attest.
I would like to find, these are so simple.
Yeah, some of them are too easy.
Yeah.
There's a guy I've been running across on Instagram. He does hard Bible trivia, and it's rapid fire. It's
John 3:16.
No, it's more like the name of where they lowered Jeremiah with ropes. The cistern of Malchiah, you know?
Right. No, duh.
Weird stuff.
Duh.
But it's fast, rapid fire, and there's a timer for each one. I like that.
Oh, I started following this guy on TikTok, and he has a trivia book, and he has 15 questions. And I go, okay, everybody, here's just general knowledge. And he goes, what station does Jason Taylor work at?
Mm-hmm.
The answer, and literally you have 2 seconds to answer. Then he just gives the answer. Then he gives the answer, goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really tough. And he's like, okay, everybody, let me know how many you got right.
I like that. That's fun.
One, I got 14 and 15. And when I went to comment, and I was like, nobody's going to believe I got 14 and 15. Because everybody, they're like, I got 7 of 15. Everybody's pretty honest. And I was like, yeah, I got 14 and 15. These are pretty good. It was American history.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't find any of them too difficult. But I love the rapid fire stuff.
Me too.
That's why I love the give me a second. Because you just got to get it done.
Yeah, you could be having some fun with that at Amelia Island next weekend or this weekend.
But these are just so darn easy.
Yeah, they are.
Seinfeld is often called a show about
nothing.
According to Jerry and Elaine, how many dates are needed before you have to break up with someone face to face?
3.
7 or 8.
Wow.
Which neighborhood does Jerry live in?
Neighborhood? Upper West Side?
Mm-hmm. What is Jerry's apartment number?
5B? 5A.
In the ticket, what profession does Kramer lie about always wanting to become?
A banker. I don't want to live if I can't be a banker.
Who does George injure during a charity softball game?
Bette Midler.
Mm-hmm. Bette Midler's not playing?
She's in the park today?
According to New York, what New York Mets star made a cameo on the show?
Hernandez.
What fake name does George go by?
Art Vandelay.
What is Elaine really bad at?
Dancing.
What does the jacket look like?
The jacket?
Mm-hmm.
The one with the crest or the one with the pink and white stripes on the inside?
Pink and white stripes.
Oh, yeah.
The suede jacket.
Mm-hmm.
What does Jerry find in his pocket to prove his dry cleaner is wearing his clothes?
Movie ticket stub.
What does Jerry say when he sees the neighbor he hates?
Hello, Newman.
Kramer's first name?
Cosmo.
What does George try to convince Yankees manager Buck Showalter to do?
Cotton uniforms. Mm-hmm. See, cotton's a natural fiber. It breathes.
What main character did not appear in the first episode?
Elaine.
Who is the voice of George Steinbrenner?
Larry David.
When did the pilot episode air?
You know, I want to say it aired June of 89.
Oh my God.
Was that right? June of 89?
June 23rd, 1989.
I knew it.
How much did Kramer make by selling his life stories?
Was it 1,500?
$750.
Ah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus kept breaking character when Jerry Stiller kept yelling this at her.
I don't remember.
You want a piece of me?
Oh, sure. I've seen those outtakes.
What character is considered the bizarro Jerry?
It's the guy who didn't want kids, who got the vasectomy. I can't think of his name.
Kevin,
yeah.
When is Festivus celebrated?
December 23rd?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Good job.
Nice.
Be right back. Dana Brooks and Solo. Nobody wanted to come in with Dana.
What?
From the Grassroots Coffee Studios, you're listening to Tallahassee's Morning Show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Joining us in studio, the one, the only, Dana Brooks. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Hey, I'm well. How are you?
Wonderful. Fantastic.
The big boy seat today.
Yes, you are. We're very excited about that. So how are you? You have a new show, Direct with Dana.
Yes.
And you're lining up some fantastic guests.
Only
on that
heavy
show.
hitters. Only heavy hitters. Yeah.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe what you have to go through to be able to get on my show, but it's a long process. You have to be vetted. There's a background check. You just have to be somebody who knows something that I bet people have other questions about. You know, like I've had Steve Stewart, because he's always asking the questions.
Right.
He's always investigating.
Right. So you
He's
got to
always
turn
searching.
the
So I'm
interview
like,
on him.
I got some things I'd like to ask you about. Same thing with Skip Foster, had him on. Had Mayor John Daly. Had a very interesting trial lawyer. People like to hear crazy war stories. I had one of my law partners on and to talk about a little bit of different things between here and Pensacola and the kind of cases he takes. So just people who have interesting jobs or know things, and you never get a chance to ask them.
I love it. And you can hear that noon to 1 right here. And that was yesterday. And then that you recorded each week. And then Jason was working hard on that yesterday.
Not too hard.
It was a lot to edit.
No, actually it wasn't.
I try not to swear.
Nah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's
the one
that's
thing
a good thing.
You know, you get conversational with these people, and you know, to my mother's dismay, I have a little bit of a potty mouth sometimes, so I have to.
My mother's too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mothers will always get on to you.
Well, sometimes only one word will do.
There's one word.
I know a lot of words. Don't worry about me. I'm educated, but sometimes there's
There's
just one you really want to use.
there's one word that I cannot say, because even if I say it, like if I said it in like Boston over the weekend, which I didn't, but if I did, I know that my mother would hear it no matter
My mom
where
has a
I
special
am.
word. What is it? Can you?
I can't say it
intimate?
on the air.
You can't intimate
No.
it at all.
I'd rather not, because my mom will know exactly what she's listening.
My mom has one, and it's not the one you think it is. It's just because it's so unladylike. She just cannot stand to hear a woman say it.
You're not an early voter. We have Mark Early coming in next, because you had some questions.
Wait
for
till
him,
I
so-
get my hands on him.
So I asked Mark to come in right after you, so you can, if you want to stick around. You
I
can stick around with
definitely
Mark.
do.
But early voting has started, and I noticed that when I got back in town and drove by the Northeast Library with the 150 political signs all stacked around the library entrance, it's like, yep, early voting has started. But you're a day of, or are you an early?
I have done both. It just depends. If I know I'm going to be out of town or there's a chance I can't make it, I don't cut it close. But I prefer to do the day of. Seems like I end up early voting, though, because it seems like I remember being in the Northeast Library a lot. I'm a flag waver. I enjoy that process. It's just now I don't know whose flag.
You're still debating on.
Well, first of all, a lot of the flags I would be waving are for people I don't believe I am legally able to vote for, which is part of what I want to talk to Mr. Early about, because it's mostly city races. The two judges, they have an active campaign, which kind of surprises me, because I'm like, I just can't even conceive that the people who are challenging the incumbent judges have a chance. You know, they may get a third of the vote just because that's how things go, especially with judges. They'll go, I don't, throw them all out. There's a third of the population who votes that says, get rid of them all.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen on very active judicial campaigns, which kind of surprises me. I really don't know anything about the challengers. I do know about the sitting judges, and I don't see any reason to fire them. They're both exceptional. So
Yeah, I looked at my sample ballot, and since I'm in the county, I have like 4 or 5 races to vote on. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to go in to do the primaries, because it's not going to really affect anything.
Well,
And so it may just, but also I don't think I've missed many elections at all.
That's me. I'm going to vote. If there's something to vote, I'm going to vote. I take it very seriously.
And I'll have to do, my research, because, being in the county, I don't get to do any of the city elections. The county, I don't even know if I don't know what I could vote for. I'll have to look that up again to see if I can, but I am excited to do it. I mean, we're a week away.
Yeah.
Next week is, so this should be a very, very fun week in Tallahassee politics.
Fun. I already glanced at the paper. I'm like, that doesn't look fun. It's, Who's behind the mailers? No one would even know there was a mailer if you didn't talk about the mailer, because everybody else would just put them in file 13 as they go, and you would waste your money and keep giving it to political consultants who tell you, yes, people look at mailers. No, just a couple of people who want to be, keep something going on social media will talk about mailers. I have not read them, and I've been kind of watching for them, but I'm like, not really. When I see that many of them come in my mail and I have that much junk, I'm like, I'm not doing it. I sift right through for anything relevant, everything else. Trash.
And us folk in the county, we don't know what you're talking about.
We're like, there must be getting a whole lot of paper up there.
Oh heavens, Jason, are you getting a lot of paper in the mailbox?
Nah, not really.
Yeah,
not really. No, but like you said, it goes right in the trash. Whatever I get.
But yeah, we're barely getting any. I mean, I went out to check it the other day, and I barely get any mail anyway. But I was just like, wow, this must be nice, because I'll see people, and I don't know if these people are saving them to post them on, look at all that I got in the mail.
Well, they're just all trying to find some nefarious things behind it. Oh, this came out of here and this is out of here or whatever. It's just, pay attention to the candidate, what they're saying, what they've done, if they've had any performance. The best indicator of the future is the past. And then make your decision based on that. But they're surrogates, man. They're just going online. The surrogates for some of these candidates are just crazy.
Yes.
I mean, I would call it lunacy. I would say, you know how it is? This is what happens whenever you run for office, or if you claim any fame, like you. If somebody came,
like Jason.
Well, I don't like to always talk about Jason. Let's talk about you for a moment. Like you, if somebody came for you, just really came for you, you wouldn't have to say a thing. Your surrogates, all those people who vote for you every year, and when you get all these awards all the time, those people would go ham. They would just go, they take it so much more personally than if they're being attacked, because they've adopted you and they've put themselves out there and say, that's my candidate, that's my person. And so an attack on you is just so much worse for them. And that's the way the fervor is online with these people who are the surrogates for the actual candidates. It's really taken the focus off anything substantive about the candidate.
The one thing that I've noticed with those folks you're talking about, the vast majority of them that are just 100% in for whoever they're in for, not a lot of profile pictures. That they don't have pictures of themselves for their profile. It's always something else, their cat, or some flowers, or
it's some kind of sour
artwork,
grapes, or some kind of, there's really something else motivating this. It's really not what they say they're talking about. And it's just,
but yeah, when Jason's people jump on it all the time, I'm just like, all right, Jason. Yeah. They all have pictures of Jason for their profile.
For their
pictures.
fan club.
Yeah. For some. Dana Brooks is in studio. Nobody else could make it today. Everybody literally, the reason that the streets are crowded today is because everybody has a doctor's appointment this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Literally,
I'm doctored out.
That Terry's seeing a doctor. Thomas is seeing a doctor. We asked John Reed. He's seeing a doctor.
Wait a minute. Are we getting doctor's notes from these people, or are we just accepting?
Assuming.
Because at my office, they'd have to show some.
Assuming.
No, I'm kidding.
I even asked our old friend Chris Dunn to come in, and Chris is like, I have a doctor's appointment. I was like, is it
No, he's
lawyers?
playing doctor. Those are two very different things.
Is it just doctors get like a percentage off today? It's 20% off at the doctor's office for all lawyers.
I guess.
So we'll be right back with Dana.
I'm going after.
For me and you. Somewhere, baby. Somehow I know it, baby. not unusual to be loved by anyone.
You're back with the Greg Tish Show, where Tallahassee wakes up on Real Talk 93.3.
Dana Brooks in studio with us. Mark Early, Leon County Supervisor of Elections, will be coming in the next segment. Dana has a lot of questions for him. So we just saw this story from the Democrat, and that the school board is setting rules on e-bikes and e-scooters. Yesterday, I was at my neighborhood Publix, and there was a gang of scooters and e-bikes that came rolling through the parking lot.
Those dangerous Northeast gangs, those Northeast e-bike gangs.
I was excited that I saw 10 or so kids outside, and I loved it. And the kids that were on the bikes.
Not on video games while riding.
Yes. The kids are on the bikes. They had the helmets. The kids on the scooters, they didn't. But again, I just saw it as, oh, wow, they're enjoying their last couple days of summer and enjoying that. But, you know, it's very easy to go on YouTube and say, how can I make this bike faster? How can I make this scooter faster? You'll kill the battery power, but you can jump the miles per hour up
Those
lot
suckers go
on
fast.
there. So the school board is changing up the policy on the use of personal transportation devices, which would require students to dismount and walk their transportation devices to school or on school board property. A measure that comes as similar rules have been put in place across the state, with safety concerns rising when it comes to electric vehicles. On school board property, the operator of the personal transportation device will dismount the device and walk the device to the appropriate storage. I'm fine with this.
You have to, because think about it. Have you ever, I only have experience with a couple. Lincoln, a little bit, not too much with Leon, a lot with Charles. I can't imagine those kids trying to navigate, getting in there, already dealing with walkers, and other cars that are going through.
Parents not paying
attention, drop off, walkers. And then you got a kid zipping, and you could look, and you could be doing everything right now. Look left, look right, rear view mirror, boom. And next thing you know, there's a scooter that got behind you. No, that's not going to be on the driver to be able to deal with. And you're going to have a lot of really hurt kids. So I think that's absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I'm fine with this, with going on that. And they said failure to comply may subject the student to disciplinary action.
I would try to direct them all into one path. If you have an vehicle or whatever, this is your way to distance. So they're not dismounting and walking
as the bicycles.
That's right. Go somewhere and just divert them from the other traffic.
But I don't know how many schools the kids are riding these things to.
I don't know, because I've told you this before. Shut me up if you get tired of it. But I did this interview one time of a man who's head of the Bicycle Association, and that's not the name of it, but there's a local association of bicycle riders, and the man was explaining how he started it because he had experienced a head injury and couldn't get a license. And he talked about most of the people you see out riding on bicycle, they're not recreational bicyclists. Right. Most of those people are riding because they have either a legal or a health problem that prevents them from getting a license. So yeah, they want them to go fast because that is their primary mode of transportation. Whenever you got to see them in the big cities where they're delivering, the food delivery people.
There was bikes everywhere in New York.
They're massive. I mean, it's a substantial piece of equipment, and it does go very fast. And oh Lord, they need to be wearing helmets on those more than anything. But look how bad you can get hurt riding your whole life, and a career rider like Lorraine.
Right.
I mean, it's a dangerous thing. So there's going to be more and more of them, because a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people can't get their license because of, just can't afford to pay all the fines or something like that, or it's suspended for whatever reason. So I don't think we're going to see less of it. We're going to see more of it, but we've got to be aware of it and have some rules that apply to that particular mode of transportation.
And also the inside the school zones, with paying attention whether there's a 15 or 20 mile per hour speed zone. I know we're entering our third year with the cameras giving out the tickets, 2 different speeds in the school zones each day. Lights are flashing. It's either 15 or 20 miles per hour, and then normal speed limit to whatever the speed limit is around the school without. But I'm also seeing a lot on social media, and we talked about it briefly yesterday, that this is the third year we're entering in, and people still don't know how it works, how the school zone cameras work.
Yeah, and I got to say, I'm probably one of them too. And let me ask you this: are they only around public schools? Or are they around charter schools and stuff? It seems like they're around anything that kind of calls itself a school, like a really active preschool. Sometimes has those around them. Do you know the answer to that?
Yes and no. Last year was just within the city limits, and I think they've expanded it to the county this year, that they're adding on new schools. But last year,
so it has nothing to do with public schools.
No, it's
necessary.
Just,
it's any kind of a quote school within the city limits.
Within the city limits. And then the money does, as the program is around more, that the city, the school board, or I think it's a school crossing guard fund, that it will get more money as we pay the cameras off more. So the company will get less money through the tickets as the program. So that's the incentive for the people, whoever signs up for it, to stick around. Hey, if you stick around for 5-6 years, you start to get more money. Well, we gave away a lot of tickets last year.
We sure did.
Gave away a lot.
Well, you know what? Listen, if you get rid of those property taxes,
we're going to have
they're going to have to
cameras
find
everywhere.
someplace. Everything you do is going to cost more. You think you got permitting fees now, honey? Woo!
We're going to have speed cameras
now.
everywhere.
We're going to have a speed ticket getting out of Publix parking lots. Okay, they're going to get that money. Don't think they're going to tighten up. Everybody's like, oh, they'll just learn to tighten up like we do when we have a budget. No,
Nope.
honey, they're going to come get that money from somewhere else.
Yep. Nope. They're
So
going
don't spend it. Just put it in a pile to spend it on other things.
They'll
It's a
identify
redistribution of taxes.
what roads have the most speeding on them, and they'll have a speed camera out there. $100
You
bucks
gonna
a
pay
pop.
that money to the
Mhm.
government one way or another.
Man, you could drive around town one day and then get $1,000 in fines if they get.
Oh, I'm
get rid
certain
of
I
that.
can.
Yeah, I'm sure that most.
That's why I'm getting a self-driving car. There's so many reasons for this.
Oh, I wish we had a whole segment on that, because I was when we were on the interstate up north, and just
Did you have one?
the self-driving car. No, yeah, Mark.
That's what I've always utilized was a
in-
Mark version.
Yeah, in the minivan, and we're going around just zooming in and out, and sorry guys, this is how I drive. It's like, I have no problem with it, but then there are the cars that didn't drive like Mark, that were just kind of cruising along, and I was like, this will be so much easier when we have the self-driving vehicles and everybody's going the same speed, and there's nobody whipping in and out like we were doing, that you will get there just as fast but safer.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
You do.
And then
They drive so much better than we do.
And then there was a headline. I heard that the guys on Red Eye Radio earlier, there was a headline that's out there that a person was injured by a Waymo vehicle, or person injured after hitting Waymo vehicle. Well, if you read the story, the person was hit by another vehicle for jaywalking, and then they got thrown into the Waymo vehicle that was not involved in the accident at all. But the headline's got to show person injured with Waymo vehicle.
Did you see a lot of Waymos on your travels?
No, we saw some very cool taxis and electric taxis, but we didn't see any driverless, or maybe I just didn't pay attention.
We see them all over Atlanta, and I've seen them in Austin, but I can't ever get the opportunity to get in one because wherever I am, it all goes through Uber, and it's your luck of the draw. You know, if one's available, when you call an Uber, then you get it. But I do see this online though, and I think it's AI. Like they'll say, "Oh, neighborhood in Atlanta has a bunch of Waymos that just send to park there," or "All the Waymos stopped at this intersection," and it looks like, oh my God, these things are dangerous and destructive, just like that movie where all the Teslas went.
Yeah.
With Julia Roberts.
Oh, I really like that movie. Yeah,
it was scary. Yeah. It looks like that, but I think it's AI. But man, it really looks so real, and it'll make people scared of stuff. So, gotta be discerning.
Yeah, but I guess that because we weren't using taxis, because we used the subway system, that I wasn't looking for the only taxis we had interactions with were outside of the hotel. That just seeing all the guys sit around talking and waiting for people to come out of the UN Hilton.
The UN Hilton.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I spoke at the UN.
What'd you say?
Hello, UN, and everybody. I mean, it was closed, but I gave like a little speech. Hi, my name's Greg Tish. I'm from Tallahassee. Thank you for listening. So I technically spoke at the UN.
You did.
And I can say that. I thought it was beautiful. I've never stayed on that side of New York.
You saw a Yankees game?
Yankees, Mets, Red Sox.
And is that it? Those three? You went to Boston. What do you think of Boston?
No, it was the best seats I've ever had.
Did you have good weather?
Perfect weather. Only rained one day, and that's when we were standing outside waiting to get in the Met. And it was just pouring on us. But once we got in, the beautiful art and everything, it's great. All right, Mark Early, Supervisor of Elections, he's coming in. Do you want to stay and ask him?
Yes.
Okay. Dana's going to stick around. Mark's coming in.
Tell me, baby, what's my name? Tell me, honey.
Now,
Former Tallahassee Mayor Andrew Gillum is back behind bars in Alabama after a judge revoked his bond following a failed drug test. Baldwin County Jail records show Gillum was booked August 6th. Court documents say he missed a required drug screening and then tested positive for methamphetamine during a court appearance Thursday. The failed test comes about a month after Gillum was arrested in Daphne, Alabama on drug charges. Police had stopped him for allegedly driving erratically and reported finding methamphetamine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia in his vehicle. Gillum was released the following day and was placed in a random drug testing program while his case moved forward. Now his bond has been revoked and he's back in the Baldwin County Jail. Gillum, who served as Tallahassee mayor from 2014 to 2018, was also the Democratic nominee for Florida governor in 2018, narrowly losing to Ron DeSantis. This is Rachel Lene with your Real Talk 93.3 Local News Update. Brought to you by Macklemore Systems, Tallahassee's go-to Mac store. Check them out online at MacklemoreSystems.com.
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are starting off in the mid to upper 70s this morning. Skies will be fairly clear, but more clouds will pop up in the afternoon, along with a stray shower and maybe some isolated thunder. The heat continues through this afternoon as a heat advisory is in effect from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. Highs will be in the mid-90s, but the heat index can reach as high as 110. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
Hey man, have you heard the sound? The Talford Jewelry's the best in town. For rings, diamonds, earrings, bracelets, and more. Then Talford Jewelry Store.
When was the last time you randomly did something nice for someone that means a lot to you? Now, I say this every day at the end of my show for everybody to be a better person today than you were yesterday. Well, one way to do that is to drop into Pentalpha and get a gift for someone who deserves it. It'll brighten their day, their week, maybe even their year. You don't have to wait for a holiday or special occasion, so don't wait to go check out a true local gem serving Tallahassee since 1988. Now, sing along with me, and I'll see you at Pentalpha.
Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, Pentalpha Jewelry, home of the real nice guys.
Siri, tell me a joke. How many apples grow on an apple tree? All of them.
All jokes aside, the trained professionals at Mac & More Systems are serious about Apple products. For all your Mac repairs, call Mac & More Systems at 894-3622. 894-3622.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm running for Congress because America First principles are falling by the wayside. Our debt is skyrocketing, and nothing seems to change year after year. In Congress, I'll work to defend our freedoms, cut spending, and do my part to stop the dysfunction in D.C. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? I was just thinking, they never tell you that when you grow up, one of the things that you'll miss are the games that you created with your friends in the neighborhood. Wow, good days. So I would have my buddy come over, and then we'd make up these games that were kind of like a hodgepodge of every game that you've ever played. Kind of like the bikes we built. Correct. Yes. And it's a grand experiment. In the beginning, nobody knows how to play the game, and you argue about what the rules are going to be. And in the end, everybody knows how to play the game. By the end of that summer, you know the rules, the neighborhood know the rules, and you play that game like it's the greatest game ever played. But they still try to break the rules, right? Oh, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But at the end, Eddie, you're never going to play it again, and you'll think about it the rest of your life. And the best game you ever played was that game. Never been a better one. Hey, you want to have a Gordo Smash, Jeff? I do. I'd like that. Gordo's, bringing the flavor and flair of Cuban food to Tallahassee since 1996.
Your business depends on technology every single day. But when your systems slow down, your business slows down with them. That's where i2X Solutions comes in. From legal to financial firms to healthcare, nonprofits, and professional services, i2X Solutions helps organizations stay secure, connected, and productive with technology solutions tailored to their exact needs. Need proactive cybersecurity, cloud migration support? Visit i2xsolutions.com or call 692-3796 now and learn how i2X Solutions can protect your business, power your success.
The Greg Tish Show.
Broadcasting live from the Grassroots Coffee Studios, this is the Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3, Tallahassee's morning show.
Taking time out of his very not busy schedule because nothing's going on.
It's a slow day at the office.
Slow time of year for Mark Early and the supervisor of elections, Mark Early. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me on.
We are 1 week away from everybody coming out, and vote by mail started, and then now we have early voting to start. When did early voting start? Was that Saturday?
Saturday. Yes.
And I guess I noticed Sunday when I got back into, or Friday when I got back into town, or Saturday, I noticed all the signs up in the Northeast Library. Where, with the early voting locations, where are those to make? I know they're scattered throughout the county to make it super easy for everybody.
Yeah, so there's 10 of them. One is my office out at the corner of Appalachian Parkway and Capitol Circle Southeast. Northeast Library is our heaviest load usually. It's where the most voters go. And if you're waiting in a line there, go somewhere else. We have short drives. East Side Library, Pedrick Road, Lake Jackson Public Library. Let's see, we have one on FSU and FAMU campuses, BL Perry Library, Woodville Library, Fort Brayton Community Center.
Northeast Library.
I said Northeast. That was the first one. Did I get all 10?
Sure.
Oh, and courthouse. In the courthouse.
I was about to say, you can still go to the courthouse as just a general polling place to early vote
during the early voting period. Yes. And that's open from 8 to 4. The rest of them are basically 10 to 6, except our office hours are 8:30 to 6.
Okay. Now early voting ends
Sunday here in Leon County.
Okay.
Yes.
And then regular voting on Tuesday.
And if you can't get to the polls on Tuesday, you can still come to our office on Monday as well as Tuesday and do what we call an emergency ballot. You sign an affidavit saying you can't get to your polls or to the early voting site, and you can just vote at our office.
Oh, cool.
Okay, but make sure we're clear on that. Don't show up at an early voting location on Tuesday day of.
Absolutely.
Tuesday day of, go to your polling place.
Station.
And if for some reason you can't, then you can go to your supervisor of elections office on Appalachian Parkway and get an emergency
ballot and vote right there.
Now on Tuesday, I can only vote in my polling place, or can I?
Yes.
Is the courthouse open?
The courthouse is not yet. 5 early voting sites
out
of the 10 also are election day sites.
Okay,
but yes, this is a big one for
precinct.
It's a big one for students.
Mhm.
Okay. A lot of students see voting going on, for a week or 2 weeks, especially for the general election on campus. They never take the time to get in line. And then election day rolls around and they're all roaming around campus like, oh, it's my last day to vote. And they go get in line. But really, that's only for the students on election day that live right near campus. If you live across town, you can't vote there election day. And so we get massive lines and massive problems with the student.
Okay, that's good to know, because I guess I did know that, and just us, the general public, we forget so quick. I know that where my polling place is, I know that the folks are fantastic in there. I'm going to go in and show them my brand new driver license, and then if my signature doesn't match, which I've told you before, last time I went in and just did it like I was signing a receipt at a restaurant, Dana, and just. And they're like, oh no,
not
this
up
doesn't
in here.
match. And I was like, can I see my license to see how I signed it? Like, yeah, sure. So she flipped it around. I said, okay.
So you can also do a signature update either at the polls or come by our office or call us up and 850-606-8683, and we'll send you an FERA form.
That's if you don't put a little circle over your eye anymore because you're an
heart.
adult now.
Well,
I would have updated.
Once you get to a certain age, you never look at your driver license ever. And then it's like, I just got mine updated a couple of weeks ago because they're like, oh, you have 2 addresses. Like, oh my gosh, I haven't lived there in 6 years.
Yeah, but women do change their names.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have that problem when someone shows up and they've got a form of ID with a maiden name or prior married name or something in their thing? What does that happen, and what occurs to a person?
Yeah. So we are always encouraging people to update their voter information. So if you are just recently got married or divorced and you've changed your name, or if you changed your name for any reason, make sure you update it with us. It helps a lot. We can still get you processed if you've, changed your name. Okay. But it's much easier, especially with vote by mail, if you keep all your information updated. So if you've had an address change, your signature is altered over time. That happens a lot, especially that's another important one with vote by mail, or name change, anything like that, change of party. Let us know, what you want to do. And so we can have everything updated and you get the right voting materials.
Okay.
And when he says let us know, he's talking about the supervisor of elections office.
Absolutely.
And that's a distinction with some merit, because this is the thing I've been wanting to ask you about. I have lived in the county, in Leon County, for many, many, many years. And I have a house that I knew was going to be under renovation a long time. I moved out of that house. I rented a house in town, in Canopy, in the city. I put in a change of address with the post office, and I said, this is a temporary move. It is from October 1, 25 to September 30, 26. So lo and behold, Mark Early's office sends me a new voter registration card telling me to go vote for these city races and all this stuff in my new precinct. And I think to myself, do you just vote based on where you happen to be living at the time? Or are you supposed to vote based on your domicile, which is where you intend to live, you intend to reside? I consider myself domiciled in Leon County, not the city. So I looked up the law on this, and it said, yeah, don't be voting in the city. You are not supposed to do that. And I thought to myself, now, I have a particular interest in this, and I looked it up. Had I done that, I don't think that would be considered illegal voting. So nobody lose their minds about it. Okay. But it would be improper voting. And I bet that happens all the time. And I ask you about it, and you can go ahead and explain it now. But it feel like the punchline is this: don't think when you put in a change of address temporarily that everybody's going to see it that way, treat it that way. And don't think that changing your address one place is going to auto-populate like your office, driver license, or any of those things. You really need to make a distinct effort to have that correct with each
go to his
entity.
office. Yeah.
Absolutely. List maintenance is covered very specifically in statute. This is called NCOA, National Change of Address. It's through the post office. We get the NCOA listings. And I think the important thing is, I think you said September 1st of 26.
That's when it'll end.
Yeah. And so we see you, or the post office sees you as residing at that new address through this election cycle. And so we are required to use we use NCOA. There's various ways we can do it, but the way almost everybody does for list maintenance and make sure our addresses are up to date is we go by that NCOA list. So we got a list from the post office, said that you were moving there, so we changed your address to there.
And they didn't alert him that it was a temporary move. So, again,
weird.
You've got to stay
the post
on
office
top
did
of this.
something like
I
that.
know. They almost never. They're almost errorless, really. It
that-
almost never happens. But here it did. Something did fall through the cracks. With
And
the
we,
post office.
before every election, we try and reach out and say, go check your stuff online. Check your voter information. Go to leonvotes.gov, your voter info, and you can look yourself up just with your name, date of birth, and your street numbers, like 1203 or whatever it happens to be. And you can see where your polling place is. And also, we send, anytime we change an address, we will send you a new voter registration card to whatever your mailing address is. And so you should hopefully have received a new voter registration card with your new address and your new polling place. Yeah. So if you see that and there's a problem, call us. And all you have to do is give us a call and we can get it all fixed.
Can I do it online? Can I change my address online?
Yes.
Easy
leonvotes.gov.
peasy. Okay. I think everybody really needs to do that if you really are concerned. Because I was kind of joking. I'm like, what if I run for office one day and they pull up and they go, oh, this broad, she voted in the wrong election trying to get her friend elected to the city council. She can't be trusted with anything. And I'm like, not today.
No,
you're not getting me that easy.
There's been a lot of lawsuits about where people live.
I know.
And it's nothing ever happens from that, as you can probably remember from the past. But you can also change your address at your polling place on election day. As long as you're registered to vote in Florida, just go where you think you should be voting. Don't wait till 6 p.m. on election night because you may be at the wrong place. But we can do an address change right then and there.
Okay.
It's just a smart thing just to go to leonvotes.gov.
Do it ahead of time. They're busy day of.
And especially, I mean, with the new polling, that your polling station may have changed or your polling place may have changed.
We've had 12 new polling places for this election cycle. We sent out maps and notices with a big letter and explaining why it changed. And there was a map on the back and all of that information to all the folks that are involved in those 12 polling place changes. And so we've also sent them new voter ID cards. So all of that hopefully has spurred them to pay attention, look where your new polling place is. Everybody that hadn't already voted a vote by mail ballot should have received an election guide in the mail. And on right next to your address, it actually tells where your precinct location is and the address for that precinct.
All the information is there for everybody, and you're making sure that everybody's going to the right spot. And even if you, like Mark was saying, don't wait till 6 o'clock till you go vote on election day. Especially if you find out, oh, my polling station has changed. Why didn't they notify me? They have.
We've tried
many
times.
Yes.
Look at the city pamphlet versus our pamphlet. I have such envy. This is the one that I can't use. It's so thick. There's so many things to look at.
Yeah, mine. I got like a leaflet.
Greg and I get like, "Are you a citizen or not? Here's your sticker. Come back in a couple of years."
But that's the thing. We were talking during the break before, and I went on and got my sample ballot, and I have like nothing to vote for, but I'm still going to go out because I'm in the county. And the city, there's so much more going on with that, but I'm still going to vote in a week from now, which I look forward to.
Some circuit judges races that would beg to differ. That you have two circuit, and they're going to be decided this election.
I told you, I don't know what the hoopla is, but they do sure seem like these county commissioners. I think they've really got to step up their game. They're not controversial enough. When they're on the
politics,
ballot.
I don't want to talk politics.
Mark Early, Leon County Supervisor of Elections. We are 1 week away from Election Day. Early voting is open. What time do the polls open today? The early voting?
Right now, 10 to 6.
Okay, 10 to 6. And there's 10 locations around. You go to leonvotes.gov, find out where that is. But you'll see them because all of a sudden you'll be coming down the street and see tons of political signs all slapped around one area and people waving and smiling.
Let's talk about that when he comes back.
All right.
The rules on that.
My office is a forest of political signs.
Be right back.
Can you talk about
It's time for jumping down from the shelf. A little bit
Now, here's your Paul's Termite and Pest Control Tallahassee weather report.
We are in store for another hot one today. The heat advisory is in effect this afternoon for all of our Florida counties from 1 p.m. until 7 p.m. While highs will be in the mid-90s, the heat index can reach as high as 110. Only Decatur and Seminole counties will be in the heat advisory through South Georgia. From the ABC 27 First to Know Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ryan Gold.
For the elimination of termites, pests, and for a greener lawn too, call Paul's. They'll get them all.
That chip turned into a crack? No worries. Better call Seminole. We'll fix your glass faster than you can say road trip.
Road trip.
Mobile service, expert installs, and no headaches. Call 850-539-4527, 850-539-4527, or go to SeminoleAutoglass.com. Your glass, your rules, but seriously, better call Seminole.
Seminole Auto Glass. Hi, this is Gary Parsons with Cafe de Martin. We've introduced the wonder of Pisco to Tallahassee. Pisco is the liquor of Peru. It's distilled like bourbon, but it's made with grapes. So you get your fruit serving in too. Come see us at Cafe de Martin, open Tuesday through Sunday with live music on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Online at cafedemartin.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for other special events.
This is Thomas Dickens from the Law Office of Marie Maddox. I'm a combat veteran and a former JAG. I've fought for our country, and now I fight to get you your back wages. If your boss has ever shorted your paycheck or withheld your overtime, you need to call me now. 850-383-4800. 850-383-4800. Or find us online at maddoxlaw.com. Offices in Tallahassee.
I'm Keith Gross. I'm America First, and that means secure elections, secure borders, and putting American citizens before illegal immigrants. In Congress, I'll work for hardworking families of North Florida every single day. Paid for by Keith Gross for Florida.
We all have a favorite room in the house. But what if a space outside of your house could be transformed to your new favorite room inside the house? We're talking sunrooms with Leon Screening and Repair.
I hear a lot of people tell us the sunroom has become their favorite room in their house. They drink their morning coffee out there, whether it be the Easy Breeze windows or actually, going all the way to, glass windows and closing it, all the way around you. So you feel like you're more outside. Pretty backyard. You got your bird feeders, the birds are flying around, but you're comfortable, I can't say how many people tell me that that's where they drink their morning coffee every single morning.
Leon Screening and Repair builds custom screen rooms, sunrooms, and outdoor living spaces that turn unused patios into the best room in your house. Find out more about all our services and get a free estimate today at leonscreening.com. That's leonscreening.com.
Barry knows cool, he's keeping you comfortable. Barry knows cool, you can put him
Warmer temperatures mean more strain on your heating and air system. Time to call Barano Heating and Air and get a full checkup on your HVAC system to keep it healthy through the summer months. Barano Heating and Air. Any day, anytime, anywhere. Get details at BaranoAC.com.
Barano Heating and Air Conditioning.
CZ 116
Pay-per-view fights can ring up big bills, especially since in the Octagon there is one every few weeks. That's why the Seventh Hill Tap Room right downstairs from Corner Pocket Bar and Grill carries every single fight. Plus, unlike most pay-per-view bars, there's no cover charge. And drink specials too, like $3 select domestic beers and more. And if you enjoy international soccer, Seventh Hill opens early. $2 mimosas on Sundays, anyone? The Seventh Hill Tap Room, 24/7.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of dime in your prime. Then you.
Good morning, Tallahassee. You're tuned in to your hometown show, The Greg Tish Show on Real Talk 93.3.
Dana Brooks in studio with us, as is the supervisor of elections, Mark Early. We're 1 week away from primary voting day. Early voting is open 10 a.m. this morning, 10 locations around. You can find the locations. Go to leonvotes.gov. Also, while you're there, check on your voter registration, check on your polling place that Mark and his wonderful staff have let us know everything. The information is in front of us. We just have to look at it.
Please do.
Please do. Please do. And so, Dan, I guess you had a good question for Mark about that your mother or your grandmother, that they want to vote, but they need assistance in getting there and voting. But there's also a thing like, I can't tell you, Mark, when you're in voting, no, vote for them.
You're
vote
not
for
supposed
them,
to
vote for
talk
them.
across privacy voting booths. Our poll watchers hate that. We let it go a little bit as long as you're not disrupting other people. But, it's pretty strict. You're not allowed to do that unless.
Yeah. Well, like if you go in there and somebody, because I've seen this a lot, they'll have a flyer that says vote for this or little bubbles in
sample ballot.
Ballot. They'll come in there or, sometimes they'll give them a little palm card. And then some people have it on a text, and then they get in there and their screen goes black. Do they start screaming over to their, son, hey, what was I supposed to do for this one? And, and you can tell there's just a little bit of assistance that could be,
helpful.
Given there. Is there a way for somebody who could say, may I walk over here with my mom and help her cast her ballot? Is that?
There is, yes. So we actually have a form, and you can actually put this on your registration, and it'll always pop up. But if you don't have that on your registration, you can do a declaration to secure assistance, and it's just a little form. The voter signs it, you sign it, and then you're allowed to help the person, your mother, your grandmother, or whomever at the polling place to mark their ballot.
What if I want to assist a lot of people that I think may vote the wrong way, and I feel like they could use some of my assistance, and I want to offer it to them?
That's called
Instagram.
Let's go talk to the legislature.
That's called the social. That's called
like
social
is there
media.
a limit on how many people you can assist?
No,
Do you
but
have
there
to
are
be
poll
related
watchers.
to
There
them?
are poll watchers there keeping an eye, and so there would be a complaint lodged, I am sure.
Well, poll watchers keeping an eye, that also goes with what are the boundaries that somebody with a campaign can be? How far away do they have to be from the
Great
from the
question.
polling
Aren't there
place?
rules like where you can stand if you're a flag waver? Where you can
Is it
put
from the
signs?
entrance or the property entrance?
It's
Where-
150
Parking.
feet from the entrance to the polling place. Okay. If there's an adjoining private property, it doesn't extend into that private property because
you don't.
But like at Northeast Library, the 150 foot is about halfway down that hill.
It ain't near the sidewalk.
Yeah, but most people typically go down to the corner down there, and we warn them just don't block the view because it's hard to get in and out of there.
Right.
That is a problem there.
It is,
when it's
yeah.
on the corner and you can't see the traffic.
That's why we have deputies or some kind of law enforcement helping with the traffic down
Mhm.
there. Yes.
So 150 feet away, that's
That's
go
the no
like
solicitation zone. Yes.
like FIFA officials and go and mark something
We do
temporarily.
actually.
Yeah,
We
okay.
actually have little A-frame signs. They're about a foot wide and about 2.5 feet tall. They're white with blue writing, and that shows the 150 foot zone. And we go out and we mark it off, and with chalk marks, and we put those signs out every day.
What don't y'all think of?
Well, what about
We
this?
try to
That
cover
you're
it.
really good.
We
Are you
try.
allowed to wear political buttons and T-shirts
Shirts
and
to
hats and stuff like that while you're standing in line?
As
to
long,
vote?
yes, you can. As long as you're just there to vote, you go in, you vote, you leave, and you don't start campaigning or talking about your candidate of choice or berating some other candidate or anything like that. So
or be trying to hand out pamphlets and
can't,
stuff.
'cause
You
that's
can't be
solicitation,
campaigning. And
yeah.
So don't wear, if I was running, don't vote for Greg Tish shirt, or
you can wear whatever you want,
Okay,
but you have to just
don't
be
tell.
in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, don't speak to other people. Yeah, don't advocate. But wearing the shirt is fine. There's been a court case about that. You have to be in, you have to be out.
Some of the videos that I've been seeing from the early voting is just the ease in which people are going in there. I saw several videos yesterday with people saying, yeah, I walked in, literally I could have been in there 2 minutes, but I said hello to a friend on the way out.
Yep.
And that I used to time how long it took me to go in and come back out. I'd set my timer, I think one time I just left my video running. I did a Facebook Live, said, I'll be right back. Went in and it was like 4 minutes. The ease, the amount of places where we can go and vote, what your office has done, the ease it is for citizens to get out there and vote is amazing.
Yeah, we love that. We've been champions of early voting. We were the first county in the state to do early voting. The courthouse was
I didn't
the first
know that. I'm
early
not
voting
surprised.
site. Yeah, it was back in the late 90s. And now it's become really a primary way of voting. I call election day your last chance voting because if you can vote by mail, I call that your insurance card for voting. Have that in your pocket. And if for some reason last minute you can't get to the polls, you can fill that out and drop it at a secure ballot intake station at an early voting site or our office, or put it in the mail.
Now, if you do request a vote by mail, you're supposed to exchange that in person if you do go vote in person.
Frankly,
right?
you don't have to. We have a record of whether
Okay.
you vote or not. So if you have the vote by mail ballot, it's sitting on your kitchen table like mine is right now, halfway filled out, and you get a wild hair and decide, hey, I'm just going to stop at my early voting site. Just go on in. They'll
They'll
vote
know you haven't turned it in yet.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
just
all
don't
connected.
send that one in.
What
Yeah,
if,
and
what
if
if
you
it was
do
in the
send it
mail?
in-
I mean, seriously, what if somebody mailed it and then they show up on Tuesday before the mail got there and they cast a vote? When it comes in the mail, will they go, oh, no, she voted in person?
Absolutely. Yes, we will absolutely
Okay.
do that. Yeah, it's very quick, the update.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, if whichever gets to us first is the one we count.
There is no excuse to get out there and to early vote by mail, or
Vote in the right
last
place.
chance voting
Election day.
on election day or on primary day.
Don't
a
wait
week
till
from
6 p.m.
today.
election night. I will get calls. I guarantee it. I always do.
Please.
You know, I was going to ask you this. How many of those people we see around are your employees versus volunteers?
Inside the polling place, everybody except maybe poll watchers are my staff.
And they're identified as poll watchers.
Yes, they are. They have a big placard on their
I've been
outfit. Yep. But really, everybody else is probably a campaigner. But if they're inside the polling place, they're
That's
either
employees.
voters or our employees. Yeah. And then we have a poll deputy right outside the door.
7A to 7P.
Election day.
Election
yes.
day. No excuse. And if you have employees, let your employees off a little early, or giving them. My old job used to give us 20 extra minutes for lunch.
Oh, I tell
So we
people,
could go,
yeah. I said, I don't care who you vote for, but I need you out there voting. So if it's a time thing, you got the time. No excuse. Let's go.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Well, Dana, thank you for sticking around. Mark, thank you for
my pleasure
for coming in, and we'll do our annual or our semi or every other year
election
when
morning.
you call in election morning.
Sounds good.
Because you're not going to be busy that.
That's a good time to do it.
Dana, Mark, Jason, y'all be better people today than you were yesterday. Everybody else, you do the same. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. right here on Real Talk 93.3.
Greg and now.
That you were